Starting to pick up popularity because it has like a decent matchup in these kind of matchups.
Mm-hmm.
Its real strength comes where the player can't play the game that 8-Rack tries to make them play.
Yeah. So, anyways, so looking back to just this game in general, though, Josh led off on turn 1 Thoughtseize.
I don't like the take of Goblin Electromancer.
Yeah, it seems a little greedy, but I think I can... Does he have Fatal Push in hand? Is that
Yeah,
Fatal
well,
Push?
he picked it up for turn.
Okay.
But my reasoning on not taking Goblin Electromancer just stems from the factor that your deck does play a decent amount of ways to deal with a creature on the board.
Mm-hmm.
And Goblin Electromancer is realistically the only way that you're going to be able to use any of them in the game 1, other than, a Baral as well.
Yeah.
So either of those effects are really the only ways that you're actually going to be interacting on creatures on the board.
Mm-hmm.
So I think taking something out of his hand that might have been more relevant, i.e. a Manamorphose or even just another cantrip if he had one, would have probably been a little bit more of a line that I would have liked to see Josh take there.
I mean, that's reasonable. I kind of also like taking it just because it means that Alex isn't really doing anything this turn.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're planning on wrench binding, you know that you're running into the Remand, which doesn't feel great. But like you know that you're setting up a decent play by making him kind of stumble.
But so if he does that, then say he resolves Goblin Electromancer, then Josh gets to resolve a wrench bind.
Yeah, but at that point he resolves the wrench bind, and I'm pretty sure that Josh can probably go off pretty hard from that point because he can keep like 2 rituals and Past in Flames, or 1 ritual and a Past in Flames, and Past in Flames off.
Okay.
So like there's definitely problems with it.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that like my specific statement is the best line or anything like that. I just think that I would have liked to see at least a little bit more consideration on it. It looked like Josh picked the card pretty quickly.
Yeah. No, for sure. All right. So what do you think Alex is gonna discard here?
So he has a bunch of rituals, Past in Flames, and a Gifts Ungiven, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean...
I would assume the Past in Flames and some ritual.
Yeah, not one of the arcane rituals, but one of the other ones. What that?
Yeah, I'll move this more into the center so that we can both see it.
I am sorry, Gambit. I did not think that you would want to. It's super late.
I mean, yeah, you're obviously welcome to come on in, and like we said, it being Saturday and not being the middle of the week means that we're more than likely going to be here until we all get kicked out.
Yeah, we were considering you, but like, yeah, it's late, and you had a full day with the IQ and stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're definitely welcome. Go ahead and message Corey, and I'm sure he'll give you the address, and you'll be on over. So, Liliana the Veil. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Gifts Ungiven and Ritual just left over, and so Alex here with an end of turn Ritual. Gifts Ungiven. I don't even know like really what it's going to get here.
I don't know either.
So this is in response to a Funeral Charm.
All right. So, question:
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they're going to resolve it?
Do you think Funeral Charm is going to properly be resolved? I would hope so. I would hope a mistake that was made earlier today is not being made today. If you would like to explain the mistake, you're obviously welcome to.
Okay. So, I don't have a ton of time, but yeah, we can go through this story real quick.
Oh, you have plenty of time. It's 8-Rack versus Storm.
So, Josh is playing against this dude. And the person's playing Counters Company, has infinite mana, whatever. So he passes at Josh. Josh goes, okay, cast a, what's it called? Raven's Crown.
Raven's Crown.
Talking to you. Opponent goes, okay, in response, collect company, looks up 6 cards, picks up Eternal Witness and some other random creature. Eternal Witness picks up a Quarter Calling. Opponent then just kind of looks at the table and just goes, okay, yeah, I'm done. Well, he doesn't say I'm done, but he's just kind of like, okay, and then he just kind of like makes the motion that he's passing priority. At this point, Josh puts the Raven Calm in his graveyard, and they just kind of look at each other for 30 seconds. And then Josh goes, alright, retrace my Raven's Calm. And the opponent goes, Court in response. And I'm just kind of like, excuse me? That's not how that works. So then the judge comes over, and the judge ends up ruling that there was never an actual sufficient pass and priority, but like, the opponent definitely passed priority, so he actually just kind of got away with not discarding card that he should have discarded.
Okay, so here it looks like Josh went ahead and gave Alex both the rituals, which in this situation I'm not a big fan of. I think that Josh should have given him the Manamorphose and the Grape Shot, because Manamorphose is likely not to find anything and doesn't give him any added mana. Because say Alex finds untapped land this turn, he's actually able to just like chain all his rituals with the Past in Flames. Is he?
No,
I'm
he's
not
one
good at
off.
this deck.
He needs. So with this deck, he need his rituals unless there's a Dork in play. Net him 1 mana. He needs 7 mana to go up with Past in Flames from the graveyard. He currently only has 6 mana with that ritual.
Okay. Are you somebody asking in chat if you're still playing Ant? I would assume that's the only Legacy deck you play.
Yeah, I still play a lot of Ant and Legacy.
There's an EE sometime next month, right?
Yeah. Like I like playing Legacy events with Ant. It's a deck that I'd like to think I'm decent with.
I'm if Corey will lend me the Sneak and Show, I guess I'll play the EE satellite, because why not?
Also worth noting. Going back to this game, I think that Josh should go and pop that Lily.
Right, it pops at 6, right?
Yeah.
I'm so used to being popped at 7 because everybody just pops it at 7.
Yeah.
But yeah, elevator going up isn't affecting anything right now. And Alex's ability to win the game is pretty much absolutely nothing if he's cut down to half of his land. And you just separate it like 2 dual lands and an island versus 2 dual lands and an island.
The big issue is Alex is 1 mana away from winning.
Yes.
That hurts Josh a little bit.
You have it? Because any untapped land is just win.
Any ritual is win.
Does Rit win?
Yeah, because it nets him 1 mana.
Okay.
Like anything that nets him 1 mana.
So, Josh actually found a win condition. Remand the rack. Okay. Play it again.
Nailed it. He succeeded.
Response. Opt. Trying to find another remand, eh? Well, Ritual lets him go off if Josh, for some bizarre reason, doesn't ult this Lily on 7.
He definitely should.
This is definitely not the turn that I would just not do it.
This isn't the turn I would do nothing.
Yes,
Fun fact, I like doing things.
I would ideally ultimate the Liliana the Veil and half Armageddon him.
Yeah.
Also, hey, Abandon, didn't want to miss your hi, everyone.
Oh, sorry,
everyone is very, very up.
Hello.
We are all high.
Up in the sky.
High in the sky.
Well, no one is.
Goodbye,
there's
chat.
The chat. Goodbye, chat. I miss you. I loved you. All right. I really hope Alex
Josh
wins.
is ticked up
because
again.
Josh should have just ulted that Lily.
What was that card?
If it's
Past
in Flames, it's a win.
Feels bad, man. There's a storm counter over there.
They're not gonna use it.
It's Alex. Like
Alex just gone back. Here's my storm.
Well, at least
right.
Well, with no Electromancer, we don't really have to. This is just like, okay, he's at 5 mana. Okay, he's at 6 mana.
All right. So
okay, he gets some other colors.
Yeah. All right. So he's at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mana, 6 of it red, 2 of it blue. Storm count is 1.
He should no. It's only +1 every time.
Yeah. So he's at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, okay.
I imagine he's right now at 4 blue and 4 red.
Mm-hmm.
Nailed it.
That's what it looks like. Draw a second card. He has not played a land for turn. He also just has 2 grape shots. Should be lethal.
He has 2 grape shots in graveyard?
Yes,
Okay.
there were 2 grape shots that have been thought seized.
Yeah, then that's super.
I think Alex is pretty
Alright. So storm count
Heads
should
up.
be not at 10, I believe.
Yes.
Storm is at 10.
Yeah, this is Storm 10, Storm 11. We're just showing off. The grape shots are in your graveyard, Alex. Maybe he'll just forget they're there. It is Alex.
He probably already has. He's just like
He's trying to find them. Oh, there's Barrel. Trying to make it a little easier to cast the grape shots that are in the graveyard, eh?
So do you? Also worth noting, he should have cast the Serum Visions before casting the Sleight of Hand.
Yeah.
Small little thing, but I take my storm lines very seriously.
Are we not just double grape? So there's a grape shot that he just picked off the top now.
Yeah.
He's just scrying up to the box, not looking at him because he knows he has the grape shot.
Okay.
There's another one in there. I know there is because 2 of them were thought seized that game.
All right. So Alex getting there at game 1. I feel like Josh could have won that game.
I feel like if Josh just takes down as Liliana, he wins that game.
Yeah,
I
for
guess
sure.
this is why Josh lost to it in the top 8.
Whoa, shots fired. Anyways, this is why we started off though, is because he lost round 1 to 8-Rack. So this is a fun little learning experience for him.
This is not a match he's supposed to ever lose.
Yep, he's gonna look back at this. He's gonna laugh. He's gonna cry. He's gonna unfriend us, and we're gonna have to find a new person to play 8-Rack.
All right, so sideboarding. So from Josh's side, there's 2 Death Shadows, a Fatal Push, a Shadow of Doubt, 2 Bantu's Last Reckoning, 4 Delirium Skeins, 2 Ensnaring Bridges, and 3 Leyline of the Void. What even comes in this matchup?
Leyline of the Void comes in.
Okay.
There's you can bring in your Bantu's Last Reckoning because they're probably gonna have to go for the empty room, like make 8 dumb idiots attack.
Make morons. Hopefully it works.
Delirium Skeins is often a possibility, but it's probably the lowest on there. From Alex's side,
I'm actually I'm kind of a fan of bringing Delirium Skeins in some number, just because of the factor that a lot of the times that you're going to win this type of matchup is just by kind of stripping him of all of his resources.
Yeah, no. So there are enough things cut for some number of each of those things, and from Alex's side, he's probably bringing in the pieces of the puzzle and some number of empty warrants.
Piece of the puzzle to actually have a card that gains card advantage, and then empty the warrants to make it to where you can win off of lower resources.
Yeah, or at least attempt to win. And probably cutting down on some number of grape shots, because grape shot winning in this matchup is kind of hard.
Not easy.
Yeah. So
yeah, probably going down to 1 grape shot, only finding it off of the 1X or any of the copies of the Gifts Ungiven, I would assume, and also more than likely cutting like the Noxious Revival.
Yes, Noxious Revival being a card that's not very hot.
I don't understand why it's in the 75, to be honest.
Noxious Revival, it's that way you can grape shot, and then you can put you grape shot on top of your deck, and then you can grape shot.
Okay.
Grape shot them.
Is that how that card works?
Yeah, like it's a 2-card combo that basically makes Tendrils of Agony, only better. This deck is basically just better Legacy Storm.
This is better Legacy Storm, eh?
Yeah, I mean, like,
you gotta play with a good old Opt.
To be fair, like it probably requires more thought than like Test or something. So like it's fine.
Is that hard?
No, it's not. Test just involves just throwing your things on the table and hoping that it works.
I think the only way that you can play the deck that requires less thought than Test is if you play like Oops All Spells.
Oops all Tests.
Oops all Tests.
Alright. So
you said Alex bringing in 6 cards?
I'm pretty sure he may not bring in all of his empties, but I'm guessing at least 2 empties and probably all 3 pieces of the puzzle.
Are you cutting one of the Past in Flames out of anticipation of some form of graveyard interaction from the opposing side?
Maybe. Like, Past in Flames is one of the best ways of winning, unfortunately, though. Because, like, where you're always so resource light, you may have to just hope that they don't have the graveyard hate, but that's also kind of weak. You're definitely cutting the Noxious Revival. There's a good argument for cutting the remands, honestly.
Okay.
Because
I would agree with that. Pretty much all the cards that Josh are playing that matter, other than exactly Liliana the Veil, are going to cost.
Like, it's good against Wrenchmine and it's good against Liliana. Other than that, we have the deck list up right now. You can see that. Okay, he has 3 cards that have mana cost higher than 1.
Dismember.
Have you considered leaving?
He's gonna have more than post sideboard.
Yeah, he's gonna bring in like Bantus.
He has Leyline of the Void.
When he
casts those for 4 mana.
Yeah, that's what you do. You bring it in and you cast it.
Legal. McBoom's saying that he's actually the best way to win.
I can't deny that. I don't know your life. You were probably better at winning than I am.
Well, as long as you didn't go 0-2 drop with a deck that was probably pretty not terribly positioned, you're better at winning.
Hey, my deck was pretty awfully positioned, firstly.
For this event, okay, so like, what was at the tournament? Like 100 counters company.
Like, it was actually a fine tournament for. No, it wasn't a fine tournament for.
You just got paired against you got paired in 2 matches you should win too.
Yeah. Would you like to tell me more? Yeah.
I didn't know AJ did.
No, yeah, AJ O2 dropped.
I know
as well.
AJ left, but I didn't realize it was off of an O2 drop.
Yeah, no. I O2 dropped. I lost to Tron after losing to 8-Rack, and I just was like, I'm not doing this today. I'm going home. Except for I didn't go home.
You played Standard Showdown.
I played Standard
You
Showdown.
put Scarab God in play, and you won the game.
I actually enjoyed Magic. It was neat.
There's not a lot of people that enjoy the Standard format. There's not necessarily a ton of people that seem to enjoy the Standard format all that much.
That's fine. They can.
I
Everyone.
think it's because they're just really unhappy with playing the Teamer mirrors, and they should just play not Teamer.
Counterpoint. You play Blue White Control. And everyone's playing Teamer, and you're like, LOL. What's resolving?
Look, a ley line.
All right. So, I feel like we haven't talked about this matchup very much.
I don't think there's a lot to talk about.
There's a lot to talk about. Like, did you see all that stuff that was happening? Like,
Well,
Josh
we talked about all the lines that
Josh had
didn't
an
make.
easy lock in for the win, and he just took it, and he was like, no, I want to lose. Oh, man, he's going to love watching this later.
All right, so there's the ley line. Here's an opt from Alex, and you can tell. Raven's Crime. Ding, ding. Oh. Strange. Oh, he wants that card, eh? Oh, he doesn't want it anymore.
I'm going to scry it to the top. I'm going to exile it.
That's such a weird, like, play to me.
Alex
Was it the second barrel? Okay, yeah. Well, I guess that makes sense. If you see, like, your second barrel...
You're just like, yeah, I'm going to exile this card. It's the worst thing that could possibly be in my hand. Now, Funeral Charm.
What are the modes on this card? I don't remember.
Target creature gets
Swamp
+2,
Walk.
-1. Target creature gains Swamp Walk. Or target player discards card.
Okay. Not a lot of the other two modes. Not enough Delver secrets to kill with it.
Occasionally, the Swamp Walk mode is relevant in this deck because you can attack. You have out an Orborg and a Univault, and you attack, and then you're like, before damage, I would like to give it Swamp Walk. And
it's instant speed, right? So
yes. You can draw a step, make them discard, or you could, beginning of combat, give your creature Swamp Walk.
That's good magic.
Just quality.
That's how Richard Garfield wrote it up.
Yeah. Alright.
So if Josh has land 3, he's able to land a Liliana here. And if Alex doesn't have a remand, he's actually in a really good position. Otherwise, it looks like he's just on, like, Funeral Charms. And I'm not really that impressed by Funeral Charms.
Yeah, that's a pretty accurate description of Standard as a whole.
So, he elected to retrace a Raven's Crime off of the swamp.
Okay.
Instead of playing the swamp and casting Liliana the Veil and targeting Alex with it to get rid of the Brawl.
Yeah. Alright. I'm not gonna joke about this. So, I think that he's just trying to get raw, like, card discard.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that just slamming the Liliana down and either minusing to get rid of the barrel or plussing to start eating away at the hand is the correct play here, because you need to do something.
That's a little more proactive.
Yeah.
Then every turn, I don't know, 1 mana, you discard a card.
Yeah.
I think he got 2 of them. I think he might have got 2. Oh, no, did he play the Shriek Infliction this turn?
Yeah.
No, that was last turn, I think.
I'm not for sure. I totally lost track.
No, yeah, it was Raven's Crime and Retrace it in the same turn. Okay, so Alex was down to just the gifts, and then now he has pieces of the puzzle plus Manamorphose, or his leftovers.
Yeah.
So I guess that's okay, but yeah, I'm not happy with not just, like, Liliana, get rid of your Brawl.
Yeah. All right.
I guess he could have made, like, a decent Goblin chunk in response, or on his own turn because of the gifts I'm given. I don't know, it's weird. I'm not obviously going to be the best player to give you tips on how to play 8-Rack, because I don't think it's a deck that you play.
Yeah. So, Alex picking up an Empty the Warrens and a Serum Visions.
So we'll have 6 Goblins here.
Yeah, which seems fine.
MDX equals 6, we only have 4.
Yeah, unfortunately I left my 20 Japanese goblins with a friend today. So we do not have goblins for the stream, but we
Brawl is a 1/3.
he's a 1-3.
Okay.
So Josh is just slowly facing down death from this unlosable matchup.
He's gonna get got by it twice.
I feel bad because like Josh is probably gonna watch this and just be like, I never want to play Magic again.
Well, he's not. He's playing 8-rack. Have I mentioned I don't like this deck yet?
Alright, so...
So looking at Manamorphose and Goblin Electro Boy.
Yep.
Take the Manamorphose.
Yep, easy enough.
Back for 7, put him down to 11. Even if he has the Bantu's Last Reckoning, he doesn't have land for it because he discarded it to a Raven's Crime earlier.
Yeah, so he needs to hit land Bantu's Last Reckoning.
Yeah. Liliana.
Liliana's not good at all. So... yeah.
Just some more things. I don't know, get a land.
he thought about what land he wanted. He got the other land, and he's just slamming the land because it doesn't really like it's gonna get discarded to Liliana anyways. So
yeah,
it makes sense. He had 2 mana floating.
I like the Manamorphose there just because.
Why not?
Yeah,
like it makes sense to do.
Bantus are bust.
So
he's not dead.
Yeah.
So if he has a Shrieking Affliction here, he actually puts Alex on a clock.
The thing is, where Alex opted to take out the Liliana instead of going more all in on face, it meant that gave Josh an additional draw step.
Good statement in there. I think Gift Storm is a decent deck right now.
So, yeah, Gift Storm is, I mean, like, if you need to spice up your turkey or make your mother-in-law leave, just storm them out. Like,
yeah, just storm them out.
Like,
it doesn't even matter if it's your worst matchup in the table, other than I guess Meddling Mage guy.
Yeah, like, yeah, you want some lantern control in your life.
I don't know if anybody wants that in their life.
Yeah, like
Lantern guy at the IQ seemed really unhappy as a human being.
No, Vic is fine. Vic is great. But no, so no, lantern control is great. Like if you want to make your mother-in-law leave, because your mother-in-law won't want to deal with you as a person.
Have to watch that game. Are there 4 Leylands? I thought Josh was only on 3.
So Josh probably forgot to update his list. He also forgot to update that Ratchet Bomb.
Yeah, that wasn't in there before.
Is that Ratchet Bomb relevant?
Yeah, because he didn't bring Bantus in, so I guess he bought Ratchet Bomb in.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like...
I've never lost to it because I've neven played against it in a competitive tournament because there's like 5 people in every room playing it, and they're all not good enough.
I've played it. I've played against it a couple times. I think I've lost like once. I don't think I've lost many times. I know it's the first deck I personally owned in Modern.
So this is interesting. Josh opted to take out one of his Thought Seizes and 2 of his Raven's Crimes.
Okay. It's a bit weird. I guess he's not running the Dismember main board anymore either.
I would assume so with that.
Yeah.
I would assume so with that sideboarding.
Yeah.
So yeah, Josh being real good about keeping his deck up to date and letting us know what he's playing with. Definitely in any form of realistic situation would have got a nice deck reg error there.
I beat it with burn by bolting my own face to hit with a Swift Spear through a ley line and a bridge. Okay, that's neat. That's some tech. Alright, so now we got Josh versus Shannon. Now Shannon's gonna be on Counters Company.
Okay.
And for some reason we're watching more Rack.
Okay.
I don't know why. Josh just doesn't enjoy fun or happiness.
I don't know, man. Josh plays like normal decks and like standard.
Does he?
He was playing like Teamer for a while.
He was, but then he was like, I'm gonna play Godpharaoh's Gift.
And just nothing but Godpharaoh's Gift.
Yeah, like, so I'll go and break down what our plan is for the night. So we're gonna have Josh versus Shannon. It's gonna be 8-rack versus Counters Company. Then we're gonna have a more interesting matchup with Ryan versus Sebastian. Ryan never being on the stream before, but we're trying him out. As we basically try everyone out locally.
We want to, at least. Anybody that has something to
trying out sounds like a very that's a very poor way of putting it.
We are trying him out.
Okay, yeah, we're trying him out. So anyways, so Ryan versus Sebastian. Ryan's going to be on Obzon, Junk, and Sebastian's going to be on Jeskai Sebastian. And then we're going to have a little bit more Ryan versus Shannon, and then we're going to have a little bit of Sebastian versus Shannon. We already know the decks because I listed them, so it's just basically going to be Obzon v Jeskai, Obzon v Counters Company, and then Jeskai v Counters Company, and then we'll have some Jeskai versus freaking Storm. And apparently we might have someone else stopping in or something. I don't know.
You know what I would really, really like?
What's that?
If Josh would update his deck list.
That would be wonderful of Josh to like be a great person. Like, look at this. I bet he doesn't even have Death Shadows anymore.
Probably not. Probably
Right?
doesn't have any of it.
It's just, he's probably not even playing 8-rack
He's not
anymore.
even playing 8-rack. He, like, grabbed Dredge.
Dude, that'd be neat because then we could talk about a match.
Dredge?
Yeah, you got me there. We could talk about Josh trying to organize his graveyard.
We talk about Josh having no idea how to, like, sequence.
Step 1, I draw. Shit.
So, is Shannon playing anything cute?
Define cute?
Like, anything out of the ordinary?
I don't think so. I think everything there is
Pretty stock.
Pretty stock.
The sideboard is usually double Farika. That's the only thing that I see out of the ordinary, but this is Alex's list, right?
Yeah. The double Freaka, I'm not for sure how popular it is, but like from what we've been hearing, it's really good against the green-black mid-range decks that are starting to pop up in popularity.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So Shannon on a mulligan, it looks like. How do you like mulliganing in this matchup?
I like to just look at my 7 and keep it.
Yeah, I mean we do play as if we're in the blind here, obviously, but Shannon's gonna have a not great time because he's on 6 cards and he's playing against a deck that wants you to have 6 cards.
What do you think about cutting your own deck and then having your opponent cut it?
It's neat. It's legal.
Whenever someone does that, I always like do the 4 cut.
I'll always take and reach down to 7 to 8 cards below from where they cut, and then cut to that point, because I'm next leveling you.
So Shannon goes with a 6, and here's a rack.
Yep.
Win condition online. He takes -3.
So that's really one of the weaker turn 1 plays from Josh.
Oh, absolutely.
Now we can make a lot of assumptions here.
Fatal pushes.
Some amount of fatal pushes.
Multiple win conditions.
Wrench Mine, Smallpox. He has to have Wrench Mine or Smallpox. He could have a Liliana, but I doubt that he would keep a hand just for Liliana and fatal pushes with the rack, because you need more than that.
He'd be able to actually interact with their hand.
Yeah.
If he has a Smallpox here, I think he's in a really good position.
If Shannon plays Monodork and then Josh goes Smallpox, I feel like this game is
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Shuffling through it looked like there was at least another rack, some lands, and a Liliana.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Well, yeah, if there's a Pox here and Shannon leads on a Manadork, Josh is in a good position.
I mean, Josh is in more of a okay, so McBroom sees Swamp Lily rack.
Yeah, there's Swamp up front.
Yep.
All right, there's Bird's Paradise. Let's get a Smallpox. Smallpox.
I mean,
Yes. Yes.
that's a Smallpox.
Yes.
So
Get all your dumb cards in the graveyard.
So Shannon just got 3-4. Well, it's hard to say 3-4 because Josh also lost multiple resources, so it's a whole weird thing.
It's actually
It's 3 for
set
3
even there, yeah, because Josh didn't attack creature. Shannon on no lands.
So it's even in air quotes.
There's another Smallpox. Don't want to cast that one right now.
That would be not a great move.
Ravens Crimea. Ding ding.
All right.
Get rid of that card.
And in case you can't tell, he has
No,
that's not a rack at all. That's
hey, Shannon,
a
I have another
Smallpox.
Smallpox. You want to put your board in play again?
Shannon,
Pick
did
up
you
a
think
lamp.
you had a hope of winning?
You don't. I know that was funny. I'm interesting to me that Shannon discarded Bird's Paradise there.
I mean, yeah, it is a little interesting. Because he does, once he hits a land, he wants to be able to go ahead and actually start casting his spells. And the Monodork helps out. It does run really hard, and
In the Smallpox?
yeah.
But I don't know if you can play around another Smallpox. I definitely want the Liliana pitch for the Smallpox there if Josh is like, play it, it's just Smallpox you.
Yeah. I mean...
We're at number 3. Oh, hey, another Smallpox.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So another Smallpox is just so bad for Shannon.
It puts Shannon down to 1 card a hand, too.
Put Shannon... No, 2 cards.
Oh, that's 3 cards, okay.
Yeah, 3
so
cards.
he's going to get 2.
He's going to get 2 on upkeep, and he's going to be standing there with 0 permanents, 2 cards in hand, and
I don't
looking
think
on
there's
2 racks.
any card that Josh could have drawn that would tell me, okay, yeah, if that's it, yeah, you're just Smallpoxing.
Yeah.
Pox him. Get him out of here.
Yeah. So Shannon looks excited.
Throw him in the graveyard. Get that collected company in your hand. Never getting cast. Get rid of it.
Like
Devoted Druid, eh? You don't want that one?
like
You'd rather have collected company.
he needs something. He needs to have a hope.
Okay. Kitchen Finks. All right. Well, we're not taking any damage.
Yeah,
There's a Raven's Crime in the graveyard, so Josh can bing him if. Oh, another Shrieking Affliction.
another Shrieking Affliction.
Cool.
Just
Yeah. Rack effect. Take nothing. Did he find a land, Shannon? Nothing? All right. Sweet. Well, what's Josh got over here? Wrench Bind?
oh
Wrench
my
Bind
god!
it.
Of course it's a wrench
And
bind.
now you can take 2 again. Get rid of that collected company. There's a Court of Calling and a collected company. He'd just like to take the Kitchen Finks.
He wants that collected company. He is lonely.
I'm almost certain there's a company. Like I don't want to just keep saying it because I'm not for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's there.
That's fair.
Yeah, there's a. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Yes,
no,
there
that's
was.
that was a
Company
collected company.
Vizier. There's a
He
Vizier.
found
He kept Vizier of Remedies in his hand, and now Shannon's going to be taking a total of
9.
9?
No, wait, no,
No.
sorry. 4 or 7.
7. So he was at 10, so he should be at 3.
3.
Okay.
All right, so there's no top deck.
Well, if he doesn't play anything, he only goes to 1, and then dies with a Mutavault.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he only goes to 1.
Dude, this is exciting.
Oh, Shannon, you packing them up there, eh?
Okay.
Hooey.
Hoo-woo.
All right,
Alright.
let's get those boards up here. Let's get that incorrect Josh sideboard up here. I want to see all the cards Josh might not even have.
What would you sideboard? I'd sideboard someone who actually knows how to write a deck list. That'd be great.
Can we opt Josh out of here and get somebody that actually...
Josh isn't playing blue. He can't play obs.
Is there anyone in there that can actually write like a legitimate deck list?
I can.
You're not in there. You're in here.
Shoot, you got me. Alright. So,
Oh, is that the right? That's the right deck list.
oh my god, oh my god.
Got it.
Corey probably did it.
Corey.
I love you, Corey.
Alex, get out of here.
Alright, so... Alright, so... Some... From Shannon's side, he's not bringing in Fortunators, he's not bringing in Path. He can bring in the Qasali Proud Mages.
To interact with Josh's win conditions.
He can bring in Selfless, he can bring in the Voice of Resurgence. And that's about the only things I could see. Maybe the Freaka, but
I don't know. Freaka seems a little freaky to me.
Freaka seems really medium.
And then from Josh's side, Ratchet Bomb, Collector Brutality? Maybe Bontus?
Maybe Bantus.
I don't think you need Bontus.
You don't need it, but I mean, like you can bring it in. It's just kind of a fallback plan.
What are you taking out from Josh's side?
Let me see.
You can take the rack out, so his Solid Primages don't work.
You'd have to cut Shrieking Affliction as well. Alright. I'm not really sure, like, I admittedly am very ill-equipped to talk about sideboarding with this deck.
It's all your discard spells, and then you take your... Like, I don't understand how you would sideboard with this deck. Like, I guess you take all your dumb Raven's Crimes out or something?
Raven's Crime seems like a cuttable card. Funeral Charm seems like a cuttable card. Except for it has,
Funeral Charm can at least, like, kill a Birds of Paradise.
He has a phone.
And from Shannon's side, like, probably taking the Rodus out. You don't want to try to, like, fight the 1-for-1. Like, you don't want to try to fight the wide game.
Yeah. But at the same time, you can't exactly play like the combo game or the go on all in game because he has discard spells and he has fatal pushes.
So you take out the. I would take out the Ronus. I would take out.
Yeah, you're correct. Funeral Charm does kill a lot. So like, I guess Raven's Crime.
Yeah,
is the most cuttable card. Possibly the actually the Liliana seem a little slow.
Liliana seem pretty medium. So yeah, for Shannon's side, I would take out some number of Court of Calling, and I would take out the Ronus.
That seems reasonable. So all right, so they're going ahead and pick up their cards and see what each of them brought in and how this match plays out.
Hopefully, I don't know. There's some games that happen. That would be ideal.
Games happen. What?
Didn't know we were intended for mature audiences.
Are we?
Are we?
Are we for mature audiences? We aren't even mature.
We really aren't. So I guess we're not.
Yeah.
But yeah, this seems like definitely not the matchup Counters Company wants to see.
Nope, it's not great. There's not a lot going for them. I am positive you are for mature audiences.
So this is the last 8-rack match, right?
Yes.
Alright, so the rest of the night we'll actually have viewers.
People tune in. Nope. Does that say 8-rack? Wow, this layout looks nice, but 8-rack.
Alright, so Shannon gets to be on the play. I don't think he mulliganed. Ideal.
Like, I don't think you can mulligan, like.
Definitely can't. Inquisition of Cause like you. Okay, well, we get to see the grip. Double Collector Company, Tide Hollow Sculler, Walking Ballista, Vizier of Remedies, and a land.
I mean, you probably take the Tide Hollow.
Yeah, it's like the only card that matters.
Yeah.
Vizier alone is pretty like innocuous.
Yeah, like at this point, a lot of Shannon's hand is just very medium.
Yeah.
Like if he ever gets a 4 mana, sure, he's gonna collect a company. He's gonna collect a lot of company. But like right now,
he has to get there.
He is very low on company.
He did pick a land up, and he broadcasted this to Josh by playing Gavany Township over a fetch land. That if he's not playing anything here, Shannon could have just put a chalk land in tapped.
No, that was very medium. That was super medium. Like it definitely should have been done differently, but it's fine. I don't think it'll matter.
Give the rack player free information.
I don't think it'll matter that much, honestly.
Yes, Thoughtseize Funeral Charm here, so yeah. Thoughtseize, I'm curious as to why Shannon also just didn't play anything there.
Like, there's no reason to play out the Vizier. Like, it itself is not really an efficient threat, and it's better just having an additional card in your hand at this point.
Interesting that we're going to lead on Affliction here, not just like a Raven's Crime.
Yeah. Like, there's no reason to play the Affliction.
Or not Raven's Crime, it's a Funeral Charm.
Yeah.
Shannon just showing him more land draws.
I'm not for sure exactly his reasoning behind not playing the fetch land, but it's his life. He can live it as he chooses.
He is allowed to do that.
And Josh is just showing off. Oh, that's pretty good against the Collect Company plan.
I don't think you want that Gavany Township.
I don't think you're Gavany Townshipping, and I don't think you're walking. Well, I guess.
So Shannon discarded one of the collect companies there, which I would agree with.
I don't know. I kind of like getting rid of the Walking Ballista.
Yeah, the Ballista is kind of. Especially if he's just gonna draw lands for the rest of the game. Yeah, I guess Ballista is kind of a goofy goof card.
Well, it's like you can. If you get infinite mana, sure, you can cast it. But are you getting infinite mana? Is that the game plan you're trying?
I do not think that's where this game is going to end up going. And Shannon's going to be able to resolve a collecting company.
That's fair.
And that's going to matter.
Yeah.
Well, Josh has picked up Bontu's Last Reckoning.
Bontu's Last Reckoning is good, but I think that having... Like, if he still had the other Collect Company in hand, I think this would be really strong.
Mm-hmm.
Because Collect Company into Collect Company, because he casts Collect Company, then the next turn, Josh casts Bontu's Last Reckoning, and Shannon goes, yeah, sure, resolves, end of turn. Collect Company.
So what do you think if Shannon just natural Vizier of Remedies devoted Druid here?
What's Josh's hand currently?
I think it's Bontu's Funeral Charm, but he might have discarded the Funeral Charm to the... No, he discarded a Fatal Push to the Smallpox. I can't get a great look at it.
Then he can't natural combo off.
Yeah, if he has the Charm.
Yeah, the Charm kills the
Which is why Boom's saying that I think I would have liked to see the company get taken by the Thoughtseize over the Vizier. Vizier can just be answered.
Wait, I didn't realize he took the
Yeah,
Vizier.
he Thoughtseize took the Vizier.
Oh, I thought he had taken something else. I totally missed that part. That really poor on my part. Yeah, definitely taking a collect company there.
There's Vizier.
There's Vizier.
I don't know what's he got else. Kitchen Finks. If it's Kitchen Finks, Josh has to answer Vizier on main phase. Or on his own turn, rather. And Eternal Witness. Pick up a company. There's the play you wanted.
Alright.
This is definitely the type of game Shannon can win.
Yeah. Because, like, Josh is just kind of durdling. Shannon has... It looks like he has at least, like, 3 cards in hand or something.
Shannon has
4 cards in hand. Yeah, Shannon has 4 cards in hand.
It looks like an Eternal Witness. He picked up the collected company from the other
yeah,
witness.
and McBoom is also right. McBoom's just better at this than we are. Josh only had 1 card in hand when we were talking about
That's what I thought, but I wasn't for sure.
Yeah.
Is he just going to Bantu these?
Yeah, sure. Bantu's Last Reckoning.
Okay.
Resolves. Okay.
I don't think you're afraid of that board.
You're not?
With it.
I'm on a collect company now.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this collect company?
So now that you're tapped out for 2 turns, I just get to do what my deck does.
Yeah, like, this feels like the type of game that Josh has a really good chance of losing.
Really good? Just really good?
Well, like...
Devoted Druid Finks, so if there's another Vizier that comes along, we get to infinite mana. And there's just the... Oh, wait, there's an Eternal Witness in Shannon's hand, I believe. So we get to pick up Vizier, and we get to just Walking Ballista his face.
Is that what happens?
I'm almost certain that's an Eternal Witness.
It sure does look like an Eternal Witness.
He also picked up Aronis, so if that is an Eternal Witness, Shannon has 2 ways that he wins the game. Can't tap it like that. Don't cast it that way. Alright, we're just not going to win the game.
Though, to be fair, it doesn't matter. But it matters, because this is the difference between winning the game and not winning the game. Also, did Shannon pick up a collector company? Not
He picked up a company off of the Eternal Witness. Yeah, we just see, like, this hand. And, like, he had all the ways to just win the game, and he elected to not win the game?
See, so if he didn't Bantu, he was dead to... Okay, yeah.
I'm judging them, too. I've had to deal with watching a lot of Counters Company players today.
Yeah, I mean, we're not doing a good job at, like, giving actual legitimate commentary, because
we are, though! Like,
are we?
This is the line you obviously should make.
Yes, you should obviously win the game. I hear winning the game is good.
Oh, there's a Court of Calling, too.
Okay.
You think he'll know that he can win the game now?
Okay, Court of Calling. Alright, does he run any more Eternal Witnesses?
An Eternal Witness instead?
No.
Josh, why are you conceding?
Oh, wait, he has the Ronis. He can just infinite Prump with Ronis. He doesn't have to go for the Walking Ballista that's in Graveyard. He doesn't have to, like, go through his deck, pick up Eternal Witness.
Yeah, there's a Ronis.
Yeah, I forgot that there was Ronis in hand. So,
there's definitely another Eternal Witness. The deck on average, I think the list is on 3.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah. So, that was a game that he won.
A couple turns late.
And show people how to play Coco decks. Yeah, like, I mean, like, Coco is a deck that I feel a lot of people play, but not many people play optimally. It's one of those decks that just, like, at surface level you see it, and you're like, this deck looks neat, and then they don't.
I'm very curious on it, if Shannon has something running through his head on, like, does Josh have Slaughter Pact to interact? Because if Josh had a Slaughter Pact,
he was dead.
He just dies because his lines don't untap.
I feel like Shannon just missed it. Just missed the line, which is fine. It sounds great. Having some company. Having some people play company that we don't have to, like...
collect.
I hate you. Alright, so how many... Actually, while we're here, how many Eternal Witness? 3. Okay.
Yeah, there are 3. It's usual. 4 sometimes, but generally 3.
Yeah. Okay. Pretty straightforward, everything here. We just have this up while we're going through it. Nathaniel just missed the best pulling opportunity. Good on you, Andrew.
Yeah, don't worry, man. I'll pick him up. I'll pick him up where he misses him.
See, the issue was that was a good pun. I don't make those.
Yeah, you don't make anything good.
I'm gonna cry myself to sleep tonight. Alright. So,
like, Josh's hand looks like it's some lands and some discard spells. But there's only one of those lands. You should play Goblin Guides because of all the burns you're throwing around.
should I?
I don't know.
I don't think I'd understand how to play Goblin Guide. I'd play it, and then I'd like my opponent might get card advantage and not attack.
Yeah. You want to give your opponent card advantage, but they're at 2. Yeah, but they might draw a card.
They might Seismic Assault my Goblin Guide.
Yeah, that wouldn't be ideal.
You know what would be ideal? Passing. I'll hold up this Lightning Bolt defensively. Yeah. I think Burn is one of the few decks I haven't played extensively in Modern.
I've played a decent amount of Burn. It's been a while. I played a lot when Nactil Burn was a good version of Burn.
That's fair. Burn's just not my style of deck. I feel bad every time I play it. Also,
I'm a pretty big fan of playing the decks that make your opponent be the one to make the decisions.
I've fallen in the camp of kind of like, there's an article written by Brad Nelson that I really enjoyed that kind of breaks down the camps. It's the one about something Todd Stevens is bad. Well, no, that's basically the name of the article. So anyways, no, it was like the Candier is wrong. I don't know, it's someone's wrong. But anyways, so
isn't it Tom Ross?
Tom Ross is wrong.
It was specific on Tom Ross.
Okay, yeah. So basically, what it was is he was saying that there are 3 camps of decks, which is the deck that makes your opponent makes all the hard decisions, the deck that makes it so you both are making decisions, but you kind of have more control over them, and then the deck where you are making all the hard decisions. I like to pretend that I try to aim specifically for the middle camp, but a lot of times I'm going for the camp of I make all the hard decisions, as I don't like having so little control over what's happening.
Yeah, I would understand. I would definitely agree with that. I think a lot of the times I end up in the making my opponent make the harder decisions because I feel like in a lot of situations, your opponent is worse than you.
That's fair. I mostly just, I don't know, I'm one of those people that, as a person, I'm a control freak, so that transfers over to my Magic game as well.
Yeah, that perfectly makes sense.
Alright. Shannon taken 2, though. He got Funeral Charm turn 1, and Josh had no turn 2 play. This does not feel great for Josh. I have to imagine he has a Fatal Push or something, though.
Either that or like a Smallpox wanting to get full value out of it, but we're going to go in and be able to see what it is here. Liliana and some lands. He did mull 6.
He mulliganed, okay. This feels like another game that Josh is
some removal.
Entirely capable of winning. Raven's Crime.
Ding ding. Get 1. Get a second one.
So he can retrace it, but that means if he retraces it, doesn't that mean that he can't cast the...
He still has one more land.
Okay, he still has one more land. Okay, then there's no reason not to.
Which will probably get retraced next turn because that's all Josh knows how.
Sometimes he forgets, though. Man, we give Josh too hard of a time.
I give everyone a hard time when I'm out here.
We give everyone a hard time, but that's how we help people grow.
Yeah, it's just the way that we kind of deal with it. Or way of nurturing our friends is by telling them why they're bad.
Yeah. So Shannon playing Devoted Druid and passing. He's on 2 lands and.
What's he got left over? He has Scavenging his Collected Company. The company can cast next turn and potentially just go infinite.
Yeah. Company feels really strong. Josh has been playing Modern for less than 6 months. So, like I said, we're not giving him a hard time because of any one particular reason. It's just kind of how we talk about the games. Like, if there are mistakes or if there are punts or anything, we do like to talk about them.
Yeah.
Josh knows that, like, we understand that he just started playing Modern. There's no expectation that he should be perfect.
Yeah, oh no, I'm not trying to sit here and say that Josh should be the best Modern player in the room. Just the way that we kind of speak and treat, or like what we think are the good lines and the lines that other people are playing, are just kind of with a slight sarcastic tone, and I think that kind of just hinges to how Nathaniel and I are as people, and how we clash off of each other while we're in the booth.
Yeah. So yeah. Did he get quelled?
No, he did not.
Cute.
He and I both lost in our top 8 rounds in the IQ today.
That is correct.
So we are... If he finds Vizier, he actually just has lethal with Ciceronis. Did he find it? I think that's a Vizier. I saw a signed white card. Okay, Vizier Ronus. Easy game. Win the match.
Alright, so... remember how we were like, yeah, Josh can't lose to Counters Company, and then we were like, Josh can't lose to Storm. So anyways, Josh is 0-2. You okay there? You doing a,
Yeah,
you
man.
doing a die?
Sweet Jack.
Yeah. Alright, so... Anyways, so... We are now... Alright, next...
Do you want to change the title to say no longer 8 rack? Get some people back.
I don't know. We'll keep going. So now we're gonna have Ryan versus Sebastian with a more interesting matchup and less of us just kind of like making fun of the decks and the people and life in general.
What matchup do we have next?
We have Obzon versus Jeskai Control.
Ooh.
Not Jeskai Tempo, relevantly Jeskai Control.
Yes. This is more on the line of if anybody was tuned in with us 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago?
I think it was a week ago. No, a week ago we had Jeskai Tempo. 2 weeks ago we had Chucky. Yeah.
Chucky played on the gauntlet where he was feeding his minion short cheese slices. He was playing Jeskai Control deck. This was not identical to what he was playing before, but it is going to be
Within the similar archetype.
Similar archetype, not as heavy on the planeswalkers, more heavier on just like actual control spells.
Yeah, which seems fun.
And then is Ryan on a pretty stock list?
Ryan is on the most stock list, which is about where you want to be for Obzon and like green black mid range decks. You don't want to be like trying to innovate and so anyways, so we'll have their matchup. It's actually a really interesting match to watch. Don't know if anyone's ever really watched much of it, but there'll be a lot of things to talk about. Yeah, no, we invited Ryan because he did well at the Invitational today. No one else has Obzon put together, and it's a matchup that is worth seeing.
And we kind of wanted to give him a run to see if they're see how he's improved as a player.
Yeah.
See how he'll be able to do this, and I think that there is some value for Ryan from doing this.
I got really concerned because, like, for some reason I thought that Ryan was Josh, and I was like, Josh does know that his time is done.
Yeah, I know. Thank God.
Did you like that we put you against two
favored matchups and you just lost both of them?
Yeah, totally.
It was neat. They're both favored.
There's no way Counters Company is favored.
Yeah, it's favored.
It's super favored.
It's so favored.
They have so many cards that are
Yes.
bad.
Alright, so anyways, so they're shuffling up. Who do you usually like in this matchup? Like, it is pretty close to 50-50.
If it was Tempo versus Junk, I would say it's a little bit more in Ryan's favor. It being Control, having a higher quantity of Supreme Verdict effects instead of 0 actually playing some. Being able to play the Sphinx of Revelation, cards like Torrential Gear Hulk. There's a lot of cards on Sebastian's side of the match that puts him just a little bit over the edge of what Ryan's doing. While Ryan does have very powerful cards in his early game, i.e. Grim Flayers and Tarmogoyfs and such that don't match up well with cards like Electrolyze, Lightning Bolt, Lightning Helix. Sebastian's a little too long for the streams thing right now. But on average...
Oh, geez, wow. Oh, my God, it's so long, that list.
If Ryan is able to... Oh, okay, that was just Ryan being actually still. Ryan, this is also too long.
Oh, man.
No, but just... There are a couple cards in Ryan... There's a decent amount of cards in Ryan's Game 1 that are just actually worthless.
Yeah. Fatal Push comes to mind.
Abrupt Decay.
Abrupt Decay comes to mind. So 5. So I personally I've played a lot of Jeskai Control throughout Modern. I've always been fine with the green black X mid range matchup. I think it feels like you're slightly favored, but
like in a like 55-45.
Yeah.
Style.
It's one of those where there's actually a lot of room for decision making, and there's a lot of room for little advantages to be gained.
Mm-hmm.
And mulliganing, like Sebastian is doing, does hurt a lot in this.
I think
matchup.
it's on the draw, so we'll get to make up some of the card disadvantage that Ryan's almost guaranteed turn 1 hand disruption is going to be.
I actually
it
see
looks
it.
like he actually has Inquisition and Thoughtseize.
He has an Inquisition of Thoughtseize. I can't make out much else in his hand. I have to imagine he probably has at least 2 lands though.
Yeah, I think there's a Godless Shrine directly behind what we think is the Thoughtseize.
Yeah. So yeah, Fatal Push does kill Celestial Colonnade, but it's a little weird to shoot for that because a lot of times game 1s, Sebastian's trying to get to the point that he can he feels safe activating Celestial Colonnade, and if he loses it, it doesn't even matter because he feels safe.
A Johnny Cryptic, Serum Vision, 3 lands, Scribe to the top. Sebastian did actually win the roll, it looks like.
Okay.
So Serum Vision's here, picked up, was that another land?
I can't.
It's a little hard to make out.
Oh,
It looks like he wants both of the cards on top.
He's thinking about a lot, giving a lot of consideration to the both. And
I think one of them might have been a Lightning Helix, and Sebastian not starting off on the Hollow Fountain means that he cannot cast a Lightning Helix
until turn 3.
Until turn 3.
That's probably fine though. He doesn't know what Ryan is playing on currently,
Mm-hmm.
so like he doesn't. It kind of makes Serum Visions an awkward card when you don't know what it is you're scrying for. Anyways, Ryan taking a shock, going on to 18, and most likely lead on the Inquisition, because if you have Inquisition and Thoughtseize, you always lead on Inquisition.
Unless you want to lead on...
Nope, okay, cool.
Okay. So, picked up a Search for His Content for the turn, and that one's just going to get snap picked. Well, it's the only option.
It's the only option, but also Search for His Content is actually really strong in this matchup. It is a target for
Abrupt Decay on.
It turns Abrupt Decay on, but the thing is, if it doesn't get Abrupt Decayed, it can really start getting a lot of card advantage.
So notably, Sebastian was able to actually scry to the top a Spell Snare. So if Ryan Inquisition's here, he's going to pick up the Spell Snare. But it looks like he's going to go ahead and Thoughtseize. He's going to see the Spell Snare and then the 2 cards that he already knew about. If he does have an Inquisition, I would not be surprised for him to just go ahead and take Cryptic Command. Potentially a Johnny. It really depends on what he's worried about.
I actually think I like taking a Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
The Cryptic Command is going to eat something in his card advantage, but Sebastian needs another blue land. And like Ryan can beat 1 counter spell.
That's fair. So if Ryan doesn't have another hand disruption here, the Spell Snare gets to eat a Grim Flare, it looks like.
Yeah.
Or a Scavenging Ooze. I think you'd rather run out the Grim Flare. I feel like Scavenging Ooze has a little bit more long-term value.
Yeah, I think that's correct. He's not currently Delirious. He only has Sorcerer's Graveyard. He can get instance. I mean, he can get land in there by cracking the fetch land. But
and I'm a fan of just firing off the Spell Snare while it's a playable card.
Like there's no need in like holding off to see if you get a better target.
Mm-hmm. Serum Vision's here instead of a 4th land. Picks up an island. Looks like we're scrying 1 top.
No, he did. He picked them both up one at a time.
Oh, okay. It's hard to tell with them being identical to the middle of the mat there.
Yeah, the black sleeves are not great.
I'm not a fan of black sleeves.
But meanwhile, you have Ryan's sleeves. Just they pop.
They pop. Let's get everyone on the team using those.
Nope. I mean, I kind of like having bright colors, but not necessarily locked in color because like I'm not dropping my pink at this point.
I have been using white hyper mats for pretty much my whole Magic career.
Yeah, so like you're not dropping white, I'm not dropping pink.
I tried the yellow eclipses, but boy, those get dirty.
I love eclipses, but man, do they get dirty, like you said. Alright, so
Tireless Tracker.
Tireless Tracker, did you put clues over there?
There are clues. They are directly to the side of Ryan. There we go.
There we go.
So in response to this fetch, I would not obviously be surprised to see a Lightning Helix.
Yeah, like you want to go and make the... So, one thing of note is unless you have a follow-up play, I don't necessarily like going ahead and cracking that sorcery speed.
If you're going to crack it just to try to hit the clue, I like doing it on Sebastian's turn.
Yeah. Or...
He might be playing an Inquisition. Well, he wouldn't be because he knows the only card left is Cryptic Command.
Yeah. So... Hypothetically, if you were just trying to get the additional clue, I like just not even cracking it till your turn.
Just waiting. Yeah, there's not a lot, and you don't want to play the. He does have an Inquisition, but he knows that the last card in Sebastian's hand is Cryptic Command.
Yeah, I think he thought about doing it, and then he realized that he already knew what the card was in hand. Sebastian picking up
the
Secure the Wastes. That card's weird right now.
I think, yeah, there are soldiers over there.
Sebastian just looking at his, well, someone's promo.
I assume we're going to cast this in response?
Yeah, I think just popping off for 3 seems like the reasonable course here. You're not countering this. There's no reason to.
Yeah. It lets it be like a discard spell. He wants to hold Cryptic Command up.
So, I understand that, but I think there's so many plays in Ryan's deck that just...
Like Lingering Souls?
Like Lingering Souls. Like, what are you going to do? Cryptic Command it now? No, I'm not actually trying to get into the, like, sassy point.
No,
I think that firing off the Secure the Waste was correct there because there's just so many ways that you get punished for just not doing anything. Like, you do get punished for doing something if he has, like, Liliana the Veil or something like that, but at the same time, Liliana the Veil will eventually get eaten by the tokens.
You know what I'm not a fan of?
What's that?
That Spirit Arc.
I think it's hilarious, actually.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's hilarious?
Have you looked at it?
I have.
I'm going to get high resolution art of it tattooed on my skin.
Don't do that.
Are you trying to tell me how to live my life? Anyways, he's firing off Thoughtseize. So,
I mean, are you 4 mana? Are we playing 4 mana Think Twice?
I mean, it's 4 mana counter at draw a card, I guess. Like, it saves you a card. It's essentially drawing 2 cards.
Mm-hmm.
It's essentially a better hieroglyphic illumination.
Sure. Is that that type of card you're looking for in this matchup?
Hieroglyphic illumination is the type of card I want in every matchup.
Not sure that's necessarily true. So yeah, Thoughtseize just got to eat. Well, Electrolyze here is pretty good pickup for Sebastian.
Oh yeah, Electrolyze is like. So right now, he's not dying anytime soon to the spirits, but having a way to go ahead and clear them up, so that way he can continue to kind of wait. Feels good. The one thing that is kind of awkward is, so even though we're going to the late game, we're not going to the late game in the way that Sebastian wants to. He's low on lands, and he's missing land drops, and he's not currently pulling ahead in card advantage. Mm-hmm. Ryan's pulling ahead in card advantage and in lands.
Yeah. Well, they're at parity in lands, but Ryan does actually have the 5th land.
Yeah.
And his hand is a little bit larger than Sebastian, so yeah. A lot of Sebastian's cards early, and just taking that mulligan ended up just being kind of 1-for-1 with the Jund game.
Also, relevantly, I think doing the Electrolyze is greedy here.
I prefer doing it end of turn.
Yeah, because you can take that too. You're at 21. You have life.
Mm-hmm.
Your life total is a resource.
Yeah. There's a lot of hits that Sebastian can just take here. And, well, I guess if he doesn't have anything going on, otherwise, that it's fine to just go ahead and fire it off. Because there's not really any of the creatures out of Ryan's side that you're going to kill with that Electrolyze. Yeah. Because Ryan does have mana up to where you're not going to kill a Scavenging Ooze. All that type of thing.
Okay, yeah. You got me there. So, right now, Sebastian is passing again. That kind of indicates to me that he doesn't have a way to remove this Scavenging Ooze.
Mm-hmm. Kind of heads up, and
Zon423, thank you for getting there, and we always appreciate the follows.
Do hope that you're going to be enjoying yourself with the stream from here on out.
Yeah.
One thing I did want to point out there, and just it's simple, it's innocuous, but I always like to point out just small heads up things. Ryan did have a fetch land to attempt to fetch and grow the Scavenging Ooze at the end of Sebastian's turn if he wanted to, but he actually elected to make sure to not use his last land type.
Yeah. So that's the thing that I see a lot of times people will do with Scavenging Ooze is if they have a fetch land, they'll crack the fetch land when it's the only mana source, and then if, say, Sebastian has a Snapcaster Mage, you get blown out. Mm-hmm. So that was a heads-up play on his part.
Yeah, I like pointing out those little things here, just in case there's somebody in the chat that might have been thinking, like, hey, why was this not happened?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Like,
also, hey, Luke, good to see you joining us again.
Yep, always good to see all of our wonderful viewers here. Any of them specifically, not gonna say anyone in particular, except for my account. My account is the best account. The one that doesn't do anything.
It's not even hosting?
No.
Why not?
Yeah.
Mine's always hosting.
I should have thought. I don't know.
It's really easy to set up auto host.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I just kind of forgot that that's a thing I can do. I forgot that I had a Twitch. Anyways, so he's playing a Tarmogoyf. Sebastian just sitting here.
Ryan looks like his leftovers are kind of just like Path to Exile and cards like that. Can't get a good look on Sebastian's hand. He's at 3 cards. Notably, can't cast anything like a Supreme Verdict because he is missing his second white source. So the major way that he has to be able to interact with Ryan's style of board in this situation, not going to show up until he does find another land.
Though to be fair, at this point, there's really only one thing in play that he cares about.
And it's the Tarmogoyf.
It's the Tarmogoyf. Sebastian does have a Lightning Helix. He can. I don't know.
Can't tell.
You're holding.
You're sure trying, but
You
it's a
tried
little
so
too
hard.
little too vertical.
That's very vertical. All right, so Sebastian does have that Lightning Helix in hand. It's not really gonna be put to any major use right now, unfortunately. But
Well, so I think we're just going for a Lightning Helix Bolt Tarmogoyf play. That is what it's going to be here. Just gets rid of the Goyf and takes 2 down to 18.
Yeah.
Follow up another Tarmogoyf.
yeah, that second Tarmogoyf, it's pretty good. After Sebastian had to just 2-for-1 himself to answer the first one. I can't tell what he has in hand.
He has Negate, Supreme Verdict, Supreme Verdict.
Oh wow. I feel bad. Because Sebastian is on a quick clock.
Yeah.
This is not a joke.
He has to find that white land.
Is that it?
Was that it?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, just slam that verdict.
Found it. Yeah, Verdict was Negate to be able to follow up on like a Liliana style play that might try to follow up.
And then he has another verdict if Ryan has another creature.
Ryan does have a Whisperwood element? Not Whisperwood. Stirring Wildwood in play though.
Stirring Wildwood actually good, looking pretty good right now because.
So here's a Liliana, I'm going to assume.
No, it's a Tireless Tracker.
Okay.
I believe he's running 2 Tireless Tracker main board.
I love Tireless Tracker.
Tireless Tracker is one of my favorite Magic cards that's been printed in a while.
When that card first got printed, I remember they were like 50 cents or $1 or something.
Right.
Nobody understood how good Investigate was.
Yeah.
And I just like that was one of those cards I just picked up on.
Yeah, a lot of people were just kind of clueless on how like good that mechanic was.
Yeah.
But no, I would also like to clarify that Tireless Tracker not so much my favorite standard card, but boy do I love it for things like Cube and like it's just a fun card to see.
Yeah, it's just a great card and
very well designed.
Yeah, just anytime I love those type of creatures that give you like advantages, but not in like normal advantages.
Yeah. So one thing of note is Sebastian can theoretically be facing down a lethal next. Crack Clue, fetch. He could theoretically be facing down lethal next turn. From the Stirring Wildwood
okay.
Because Ryan, if he plays a fetch land, he can crack a clue and incept, crack 2 more clues, put the track up to 6 power, and put the land as a 3 power, so that's 9 power.
Okay.
So he may actually have to consider. Okay, no, he just has.
Yes, Snapcaster. Is this? I assume Lightning Helix.
It has to be Lightning Helix.
I guess he could bolt if he wants to hold more mana up. Does he need to?
If he doesn't have anything hold up at this point, life total matters.
Yes, definitely. And there's nothing really that Ryan can do to legitimately respond to this.
Yeah, like, so he just kind of has to accept it. And yeah, like
there's no
reason not to crack the clue. So you might as well just go and do it. See what you get off of it, and and now it's dead.
Like, I guess if his hand is like full of removal, there's actually like a thought process that he might want to
use a removal spell on it.
Sebastian might want to put that Lightning Helix in his exile pile.
Hopefully someone in there can yell at Sebastian about his Lightning Helix. Alright, but anyways, so Stirring Wildwood, slamming in for 3. For those who don't know, it's a 3/4 with reach. It costs 3 mana total, 1 green, 1 white, and 1 generic to activate. So Sebastian doesn't really have a really great way of dealing with this in combat with this Snapcaster Mage.
Not at all.
He's just kind of there goes X.
We got the mic in there. We need that mic to reach into here.
Mike is incredibly useful. All these we get new features every day that no one else
Slam!
will understand. Will be able to fully appreciate.
Get him!
Can we tell? Is that Path Exile?
Pass to Exile, Supreme
That's
Verdict,
a
negate.
really-
Pass to Exile was the draw that Sebastian had here.
I think this Sebastian is starting to pick up the things he needs to get back in this game. The problem is though that Ryan, honestly, he has not been having impressive draws.
He is not. He has picked up. He's gone to land 8. Have there any passes? 1 pass is resolved. So he's drawn 7 land cards.
Yeah, and
2 of them drew another card at least.
yeah, that's true. But like, it just feels like right now his draws are pretty medium, and
It's a Tarmogoyf, I think. He
Yeah.
does have a path in his graveyard, in his hand. So like, he has drawn like. There are just some of those cards that are just a little innocuous in this type of matchup, and it's the reason that control is good in a lot of formats, is because you have these cards. Your opponent just will end up having cards that are not good against you.
Yeah. Worth noting, Ryan not getting a path, not getting a basic land off that Path Exile because he's out of basic lands.
Mhm.
It doesn't really matter here. He has 8 lands. Sebastian can't really abuse the fact that he's out of basic
Yeah.
lands.
Ha! Got him. Not getting land 9.
So at this point, I think Sebastian's just gonna try to block that Tarmogoyf, and then next turn probably he has to fire out the Supreme Verdict.
Yep, he has Verdict and Negate in hand. He wants to try to get a couple more permanents on battlefield before using this Verdict, I believe.
So Ryan's choosing to just attack before blockers. He's
Okay.
gonna path it. And honestly, here I like this. I like just getting aggressive. Okay,
Mhm.
and I like Sebastian's protecting it because he does have to worry about getting his life total too low.
Because of Siege Rhino.
Because of Siege Rhino, correct.
Alright,
But-
so this will resolve.
Resolves, and I really like this play from Ryan here
Mhm.
because he realizes that at this point his threats are fragile, and he needs to just get in the damage while he can.
Any point of damage that Ryan can get in at this point in the game is very important. Notably though, Sebastian getting his 8th land does matter because it means that he can have Verdict and hold something like a Cryptic Command up.
It does matter, but I think that there's no reason to play around.
Logic Knot. Okay, I was like, is that a Rev? I saw because
So-
Rev and Logic Knot like kind of have art that's like weirdly
Rev
similar.
would be amazing here. Logic Knot is fine because he can Supreme Verdict, and I'm pretty sure that Logic Knot can counter most things.
Now I'm not I'm just in school to teach math.
Okay.
But Ryan does have a lot of land Magic the Gathering cards, but Sebastian has more graveyard Magic the Gathering cards.
If Jimmy has 20 cards in his graveyard and Johnny has 8 mana, can he counter
Hey,
anything?
No, come on. We're talking about Magic here. You know how this goes. If Nelson has and if Abby has. Because non-active active.
Yeah, I realized. At first I thought you were going for pro names, and then it took me a second.
Oh no, I was going non-active active. Those were just
Yeah.
the first 2 I thought of.
Yeah. That's fair. No, I know that because, boy, do you know that if you've gone through any judging things.
So, Shambling Vent.
Shambling Vent's good, but Sebastian does have the Celestial Colonnade to block it.
Yeah, but I'm sure Ryan has some sort of Fatal Push type effect because he's just had these cards clogging his hand up.
Yeah, and I think Sebastian's probably going to have to try to protect it here, which means Ryan does have the opportunity to, yeah. So Sebastian kind of like pointing at his Celestial Colonnade, and he's just like, "You sure you want to do that?" And then Ryan's like, "Yeah." Okay.
Oh, this resolves? Okay.
Does he have a?
What's the
Oh,
follow-up?
Collective Brutality.
Okay. Are we draining?
No,
Oh, we're
he's
duressing.
I think that's. There's arguments for both. I like duressing. Though.
I like draining more because of Siege Rhino.
All right, but he's getting off a Logic Knot here.
Yep.
I
It's a little
think
naughty.
I do think that was a good play from Ryan of trying to kill off with the Collective Brutality because
Yes.
like Sebastian had to have exactly a counter spawn here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So X equals 3 counters it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
And I think I overheard Sebastian say something about please don't draw any more Lingering Souls.
So Sebastian randomly picked up a Cryptic Man, which is probably one of the best cards he could pick up.
Oh, definitely. Was it Cryptic? I think that's a search for his Kanta.
So he can never lose the card advantage game.
Unless this draw step right now is Abrupt Decay. Grimflayer.
That's not search for
That's not
Escanta.
that bad.
It's not that bad, but
Now Sebastian gets to just like, oh, what's this card? Do I want it?
so he's thinking about it.
I don't want that land.
I don't know why he's thinking about it.
Yeah, that was not a thought.
All right, so Sebastian's doing us a solid favor and switching his card that's in a Smoky sleeve.
Oh my lord, I hate
I know.
Smokies.
I love Smokies. So, anyways,
So, in a tournament, are you allowed to play with Smokies as a Smoky side forward?
yeah, technically.
So if you get on coverage, the coverage people just can't see any of your cards.
They'll probably be like, "Can you not do this to us right now?" Cedric Phillips will like come down from his castle.
But you do it for the Open because there won't be coverage for the Open.
Oh wow, shots fired. Except for that's not shots fired.
That's
The
just a fact.
Invitational is going on.
I'm also playing Dredge. They hate putting Dredge on camera.
Yeah, because like that sounds awful because you might get someone who doesn't know how to play Dredge and they're just like, look at my graveyard, obnoxiously arranged. So
Also, just like the new ways that graveyards have to be rearranged on camera.
So I think Sebastian's trying to figure out whether or not he wants. So Sebastian's trying to figure out whether or not he wants to Escanta here for answer for the Grimflayer, or he wants to try to block with this Celestial Colonnade.
Found the path.
Found the path. They would just call a judge and ask you.
So they would give
okay.
me a 30-minute time extension.
I mean, I'm faster than that at resleeving, but yeah,
Perfect fit resleeving.
Yeah. I've done it a lot. It's kind of my hobby. Like, I don't actually play Magic for the sake of playing Magic. I do it because, like, I'm just like, I love sleeping.
No one. Okay, so that sentence you said out loud never happened before.
Okay.
Ooh. Go to 2. Rhino.
So,
Rhino.
going down to 2 is really risky.
Ah! What is it, Ryan?
That's not right.
Ah!
Alright, so Sebastian does have a lot of live draws that just win him the game.
Oh yeah, he also just has a search for his Escanta the Sunken Ruin in play. None of them, eh? Land Magic the Gathering cards?
Does he have another land to activate the Celestial Colonnade to block? Yeah, okay, yeah. So
now Ryan just has so many live draws?
Ryan has a dumb amount of live draws.
There's just another land. What do you find? If it's Fatal Push is good enough.
I think it was a land,
Emanate,
but I can't tell.
block, trade. Now Sebastian doesn't have any way to block anymore, or deal, or attack. So he's just playing off of Escanta the Sunken Ruin.
Escanta the Sunken Ruin is fine though.
Yes, no,
like,
definitely.
I think Ryan has one more turn to find something before Sebastian just starts completely overtaking this game.
Oh, definitely.
And Sebastian is holding back. There's really no reason to sorcery speed.
Yeah, not in this situation. Electrolyze, Lightning Helix, Cryptic Command, Path. to
Oh my
Exile.
god, these are all really good pickups.
I'd take Helix.
There's arguments for both. So there's a really...
Okay, so let's look at the graveyard. So there's a Helix in the Exile, there's a Helix in the graveyard, there's a Helix there. There's an Electrolyze there, and there's one Lightning Bolt that's been through. I actually am taking Electrolyzing his face end of turn, and trying to find a Bolt.
That's what I was about to say, because you're putting down to 3 life, you're drawing a card, you're going to draw another card, and then you got counter for a card. You're seeing a lot of cards, and he's now dead to Snapcaster Mage, Ball...
Yeah, he's dead to so many cards. Yep, Snap got it. All right. And after a slogfest, putting us about halfway into round, Sebastian was able to go ahead and take this one on.
Yep.
I liked the aggressive line of taking the burn spells there. I
think it's fine. Like, taking the Cryptic Command certainly does seem tempting, and I think there's honestly no real way to tell if that's like there are ways that that's just as good, and I think at that point it's kind of moot because I think that the game was pretty locked up for Sebastian because Ryan had stumbled a little bit while Sebastian had searched for Escanta. Well, not search for Escanta, Escanta the Sunken Ruin.
And in response to what you're saying there, Ryan's sitting on a card there. If he's just passing with a card in hand in the situation that they're in, where players are both at like low single-digit life totals, the card is almost always going to end up being some form of removal spell.
So out of what sideboard we can see.
Okay. I think we should move the sideboards up because we can figure out the main deck part ourselves.
So, how experienced are you with junk?
I am pretty well experienced
All right.
with green-black X decks.
All right, so I'll speak for Sebastian's side.
Okay.
So, there's a good argument for engineer explosives. Ryan's playing a high quantity of 2-drop threats as well as lingering souls. Relic Virginitas, good card, shuts off Delirium, shuts off Tarmogoyf, shuts off lingering souls.
Mm-hmm.
Celestial Purge, you can bring in, it hits Grimflayer, it hits Liliana, and that's about it.
Do you bring in the Elspeth and the Extra Verdict?
You bring in the Elspeth 100% of the time. Supreme Verdict, yeah, you can bring in the Supreme Verdict here. Just another way to clean things up, and Elspeth gives you a really good late game padding.
Okay. And then from Ryan's side, or did you want to talk about what he's probably taking out?
Nah, that's fine. Like,
Okay.
He's probably taking out their search. Like, he can take out the Search for Contas. They're a little medium. He can cut down on, like, trim some of my burn spells.
Mm-hmm.
And aside from that, maybe the negates.
Maybe some of the Logic Knots if he's going to try to go towards Relic Virginitas.
Yeah, maybe some of the Logic Knots. It's a little hard to tell in specifics because I haven't, like,
Mm-hmm.
touched this exact version, though I do plan on testing something close this week.
From Ryan's side, 2 Spellbomb, 2 Collective Brutality, 2 Stony Silence, a Maelstrom Pulse, 2 Fulminator, a Flaying Tendrils, 2 Kitchen Finks, a Gideon, a Thrun, and a Damnation. I like the Thrun, I like the Gideon, I like the 2 Kitchen Finks. I can see an argument for the Fulminator Mages, but I'm not a big enough fan of them to bring them in. But looking at the amount of cards that I saw Ryan citing in, I think they're coming in.
Okay, what do you think about the Collective Brutality?
I don't like just 2 mana duress.
Okay, how about the Hell Spellbombs, just feel kind of medium?
Only
hitting...
Every time I've seen a player try to bring some form of graveyard interaction in against exactly Snapcaster Mage, I felt like that player should not be in the tournament.
Okay. Like, speaking as the person who plays the Snapcaster decks, I don't mind it when my opponent brings in Graveyard Hate, but I see it happen a lot.
It happens quite a lot, and I think it's just that people get these weird fear situations. And so, thinking about it in realistics, Ryan brings in 2 Nihil Spellbombs.
Mm-hmm.
Sebastian has 2 Snapcaster Mages, 1 Torrential Gearhulk, 2 Search for Contas, and 3 Logic Knots, and those are all the cards that check the graveyard.
Correct.
You're playing Abzan. Would you hand me a Sprite, actually?
Yeah.
You're playing Abzan, and your graveyard also matters.
Yeah, but Nihil Spellbomb targets their graveyard. So.
No, but this is my specifics on this argument.
Yeah.
Is if your opponent has some way to interact with the graveyard, then being a white-based deck, they're probably going to bring in Rest in Peace if they have it, or if they don't have it, they're going to bring in whatever their interaction is, if it's
and it's probably universal
style effect.
Yeah.
So their graveyard is going to get hit by their own cards, which means that they're into the concept of bringing these types of cards in. They're going to bring some of their cards that interact with their own graveyard out to make it so that they don't have like the Logic Knot plus Rest in Peace situations and play bad Force Spike. And that's one of the major reasons why I don't like it. The only ever time I can see the argument is if it's exactly Nihil Spellbomb, because that card at least it rebuys itself.
Yeah.
Ryan's opening hand here is 5 lands, Lingering Souls, and Grim Flayer.
I mean, that's a bit rough, honestly.
One of the lands is Shambling Vents. So that
like I'm not like I see a really strong argument for keeping that.
it's on the play.
I think that it's probably correct to mulligan it, but I would probably keep it.
I think I would keep it.
Like I 100% like I would not argue someone for saying they'd mulligan that hand.
Oh yeah, definitely. I can definitely see any arguments on either side.
Yeah. So to what Andrew said, Spellbomb is good against neutral cantrips if you have too many bad cards. Yeah, I get that too.
My thing is I don't think Ryan has too many bad cards.
Yeah.
The cards that I want to cut are his main deck Collective Brutality, because I don't like Collective Brutality in these type of matchups.
That's fair.
I like Collective Brutality in matchups where you can do it 2 modes, and it's good.
Or against like decks like Storm, where 2 mana duress is fine.
Yeah, because whatever type of interaction is good. So, I would take out the Collective Brutality. I would take out some number of the Abrupt Decays, depending on if you want to try to fight the Iskana fight. I don't want to fight the Iskana fight. I don't think it's worth trying to fight that fight.
Nope.
I think it's worth trying to fight that fight if it's in their hand.
Yeah.
I would take out some number of Fatal Pushes, not all of them. And other than that, it's just there's a Fatal Push in Ryan's hand here. Interesting. It's kind of weird. So, it looks like Sebastian has lands and Search for Escanta along with some other things, and Ryan had Fatal Push, Gideon Ally of Zendikar, a couple lands, and some form of hand disruption.
So if that Gideon resolves, it's a huge issue for Sebastian.
Oh, absolutely.
And Sebastian's hand, Logic Knot, Supreme Verdict, EE,
Search for
Escanta, double land.
Colonnade and Hollowed Fountain.
Which discard spells is he casting? Has he revealed? Yeah,
More than likely.
it's Thoughtseize because he's at 15.
Yes.
So he can play the game of trying to set up his Gideon and take the Logic Knot.
Okay.
But I don't think that's a game you're trying to play. I think that you're taking the Search for Escanta.
I think you have to take the Search for Escanta because it's the card that has the most early impact on the board that matters over the long course of the game.
Yeah, that feels accurate.
Liliana the Veil, Siege Rhino, Fatal Push, and Gideon Ally of Zendikar, I believe, is his hand.
So Sebastian, so
Both
Ryan's...
players on 2 lands.
Yeah. Ryan's in the game of, once he starts hitting land, of just trying to exhaust Sebastian's resources. Because he has a lot of cards that must be countered, and he knows Sebastian's sitting on a limited number of counter spells.
Yep. Here's Liliana. Liliana is a must counter the most time for Jeskai control.
Yep, and so he's throwing out Liliana's an expendable resource. What he really cares about right now in his hand is that Gideon.
And if Sebastian here doesn't have a Snapcaster Mage or some other spell interaction, which he does not, it looks like, this Gideon is just going to come down and it's just going to make big game. But here's Siege Rhino.
I think that Ryan just like holding back on that Gideon is fine. I think that's what you should do. Right now we can make judgments.
We're making judgments with added information.
Yeah.
I also just know that me as a player, I would have just been like, this is the card that wins the game.
The thing is, I'm like, it's also interesting having us talking about games because, like, I'm probably the most conservative player in the region, and you're probably like one of the most aggressive players in the region.
Well, I don't know, man. Look, this card wins the game if it resolves.
Wait, no, I'm not the most conservative player. Tom Ross is in this region. Wait, no, is Tom Ross in this region? Where is he now?
Well, he's in Seattle now.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm the most conservative player. I'm Tom Ross now.
I'm the boss now.
Let me get my leather jacket.
Ryan's draw step every
fair.
turn of this game has just been land.
Yeah, Ryan not having a great time with draws here.
4 mana.
Is he just slamming it?
Okay, so here's Gideon, and his follow-up, his leftovers are Tarmogoyf, and I didn't get a great look at the other card. The way Sebastian's Composure makes it look like there's a Night Ally coming.
So, yeah, okay. Yeah, so looking at it from Ryan's side, I think that this is the turn that you do cast if your hand is just Tarmogoyf and random sort of thing. Because Sebastian's most likely not gonna use a Cryptic Man or Tarmogoyf or anything like that.
Yeah, so it's Tarmogoyf, Fatal Push are Ryan's leftovers.
Yeah. So at this point, just try it. Like, if it resolves, you probably win this game, and if it doesn't, then it doesn't.
Well, I mean, it does have the Fatal Push, yeah. So even if Sebastian gets to the next land and able to try to contest it with a Colonnade, it's not going to.
It's not going to work well for Sebastian. It does look like Sebastian has 1 Lightning Ball in hand, so if he draws another burn spell, he can take the
Gideon out.
The Gideon out, but boy, is he getting put far behind in the meanwhile.
Yeah, it's already started to make some advantage. And Ryan's here just going to pass, which I like. I like not going ahead and extending any more into this board because you really don't need to at this point.
At this point, you have your threats in play. Sebastian does play Supreme Verdicts, and he's going to have to... Sebastian, once he answers Gideon, is going to have to Supreme Verdict these 2 Knights, which feels so medium.
Especially because there is just, the Manland on Ryan's side.
Yeah. So... Sebastian playing an EE on 0. Okay, yeah, that's reasonable.
So that checks the Knight tokens.
Yep. And he's just kind of saying his mana in two different piles.
They were going to place Search for
okay.
Escanta.
He's saying his mana in a pile for Search for Escanta. Okay. So, AJ is more aggressive as a person. Like, as an existence, AJ is more aggressive.
I don't think... I don't know. I haven't played enough games against AJ to know if
He's
or
not...
I
As a
are-
Magic player, he's actually not that aggressive. He's actually very, like, calm in his Magic games, except for when he gets, like, agitated. But, like, I respect AJ's way of playing very highly.
Yeah, every time I played against him, I've been very I've been very happy to play against him because he does make very very logical lines and
Mhm.
generally has been playing very very well in any of the games I've played against him.
Alright, so
It's a good card.
Ryan throwing down the Sphinx because it's a resilient threat. If it gets killed with something like Supreme Verdict or a burn spell, then it just comes right back. Path Exile on the other hand.
Gets rid of the
back.
Past Exile. Getting rid of the Past Exile very important too because it means that Gideon can potentially start clocking in because that's path number
Yeah.
2.
And
Escanta's going to be flipping here though.
Escanta will be flipping. That does matter. So one thing that if Sebastian has that seems really strong right now, if Sebastian is able to pick up a torrential Gear Hulk,
Mhm.
it feels really strong. For him.
Oh, definitely. He seems like he's in a very good place if there's a Gear Hulk.
Did he not flip or what?
It is a May. He is allowed to keep a Descry one, the card.
He is allowed to keep it, but why would he?
So a Johnny, Lightning Helix the Gideon, and then bolted, I guess.
That feels very medium, but I
Yeah,
guess
because
you
now
have
a
to do-
Johnny, because a Johnny just got used as 4 mana Lightning Helix. Has Sebastian gained the life?
I'm not for sure. I don't believe he has. If we don't get something there to check out
Yeah.
to make sure that to check with that life total.
I'm not sure if he did. It's possible that he was down to 8. But I didn't get like a perfectly good look at it because I was also checking some comments that I had on one of my posts.
So Ryan picking up one of his better draws here.
What did he pick
Lingering
up?
Souls.
Oh, Lingering Souls.
And yep, he's just choosing to cast one half.
Oh, definitely. You want to be patient with here. There's no reason to run all of it out into something like a Verdict.
Yeah, he's just being super patient here, and I think that's paying off for him a lot.
So there's the mill. Maybe Sebastian, I don't know how much he's been playing with Search for Escanta. Maybe he thinks you have to mill to flip.
I don't think that's the case, but it could be the case. So, well, okay. So he had that turn set out what he was doing.
Okay.
So he didn't need the additional mana. So the next turn he gets one more additional mill off of it.
Okay. If that's your line, I definitely like it. It's kind of
Looking far ahead.
looking ahead into the play, like playing the chess game.
So, Alright.
So Thoughtsy's here.
yeah, just fire off that Thoughtseize. If Sebastian's been sandbagging anything, it'll look really embarrassing.
Oh, definitely. I wonder what.
Is he activating his content response?
We're just gonna try to find a negate, or are we? Okay, Cryptic.
Okay,
Modes on Cryptic are probably tap counter.
I
Okay.
guess.
Well, I wonder what the leftover is then.
I'm not for sure what the leftover would be. Like, it may be that his leftover is a land and he's just trying to buy more time by tapping them.
Okay. Yeah, if we're just trying to make sure that we're not losing any like long-term race.
Yeah. Because, like, Sebastian, I think, is just trying to get to a position where he can clear the board and start leveraging the fact that he has this a recurring way to get card advantage.
Mm-hmm. So, what's the best thing Sebastian can really do in this point of the game? Is it like Relic, Crack Relic, Supreme Verdict?
That's
Elspeth?
Elspeth, to answer your question.
Okay. Elspeth's pretty good here.
Yeah.
Elspeth does get checked by these Lingering Souls tokens for just a little while.
She does, but she starts laying the foundation.
Yes.
of
This
a
is
winning game.
this is the major win condition that Sebastian really has. So next turn, Sebastian, if Ryan says I need to be able to beat this Elspeth, so I need to flashback my Lingering Souls. Then Sebastian gets to Supreme Verdict, clean all those up, and then make more tokens and just be massively
Yeah.
ahead.
Do we have confirmation he has the Supreme Verdict in hand?
I'm almost certain that he has one.
Okay. If he has the Supreme Verdict in hand, this play puts Ryan in a position where he has to overcommit more to possibly answer what Sebastian has, and overcommitting is what Sebastian wants to see from Ryan's side.
Absolutely. So yeah, this Elspeth here is going to just be very large in the sense of what it's going to do this game. Ryan does have 2 Shambling Vents. Does he have? No, he is actually short 1 white mana. So shocking, or for fetching for this swamp, in my opinion, not ideal when Ryan's at 21.
Yeah, it's not necessary.
Yeah, because he is short. The second white mana to be able to activate both of the Shambling Vents on the same turn if you were to want to.
Yeah, that is a little awkward from his side. It's a little awkward more so that he has so many lands and yet he has issues with white mana.
Mm-hmm. So we're animating and all cramming in an Elspeth. So yeah, double block the knight, block this. I like this.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I like this.
I like this. It makes sense.
Knight is
It
dead.
takes 1 creature off the board.
And doesn't lose too many counters off your Elspeth.
Elspeth is alive for a few more turns.
Yes, definitely.
And
well, so now here's the question here: does Ryan want to extend any further into trying to get rid of this Elspeth? And it looks like he's going to opt not to. He's not going to play or flashback his Lingering Souls.
the thing is, if he's going back, he has a lot of information to work off of that leads to the possibility of Sebastian having a Wrath effect in hand.
Okay.
And the way that Sebastian played it, I think, could also lead him to logically infer that Sebastian may be trying to set up a Wrath. And if that's the case, then he's reading it correctly, and he's just trying to hold back his resources.
I'm just interested generally in this
yeah. No, I was just kind of like putting down my thoughts on it. I'm not one way or the other saying.
Because in this situation, if Ryan were to flashback his Lingering Souls, he would go to 4 of them, and then the Elspeth would be at 4 counters. So Ryan would actually be threatening Elspeth with lethal damage to kill the Elspeth.
You'd also even if if Sebastian does have the Wrath effect, that does mean he's essentially trading the flashback of a Lingering Souls for a Supreme Verdict.
Yeah, so Supreme Verdict trades for just a full Lingering Souls.
And it just really comes in this weird thing of like, is that a price you're willing to pay? And
Sebastian's willing to play it with just 1/2.
I think that's reasonable, actually.
I actually agree with it 100%. Just like that statement makes me think that I like the flashback there just because it forces him to have it.
Yeah. Oh wow, is that a Sphinx's Revelation?
It might be.
If it's a Sphinx's Revelation, then this play is actually phenomenal.
We're streaming again on Tuesday, correct? Because that's a normal stream day.
Yeah.
And it's going to be Modern more?
Modern, we could possibly do another format, though.
I'm in here. I'm talking about whatever Magic is being played.
So, there is the Invitational coming up. We might try to figure out a way to do it, like, kind of Invitational where we have, like, some Standard and Modern thrown in or something. I don't know. That seems a bit rough to do with how we only have, like, at max, like, 7 matches in a night. So we're going to figure out, but most likely Modern currently, but there's possibility of Standard or Legacy.
Especially with the factor that of our team, is it only you that's qualified? And AJ?
Yeah, that's embarrassing. Let's not say that out loud.
I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
We're a grinder team. We're a grinder team that only really started grinding hardcore within the last few months.
Yeah.
There's only so many IQs, all that type of thing.
Yeah.
7.
Ooh, that's a that's a big
Engineer
boy.
Explosive, Searcher's Kanta, Liliana the Veil, Gideon. Yep, that's a 7.
Someone needs to cast a tribal spell.
No flashback on Lingering Souls there.
I think that was being a little far too conservative. Like, I think that we passed the point of being conservative because you need to pressure that Elspeth.
Oh, definitely. That Elspeth's just going to keep running away with the game, if not.
Yeah.
Supreme Verdict's last card. Now we know that.
So Sebastian
that's what I thought it was. I didn't think it was a revelation.
Okay. Sebastian has a failsafe here. If like Ryan does manage to get out of control here, then Sebastian can just flashback his not flashback, can just cast his Supreme Verdict.
Okay, so here's the Lingering Souls.
So he's choosing cast Lingering Souls now, but at this point, Elspeth is just taking this.
Mm-hmm. So Sebastian here, or Ryan here's just opting to force the issue then.
Yeah. Sebastian just obviously probably gonna double chump. He might
I
3.
like chump the Tarmogoyf and put 4 in front of the Shambling.
Okay, yeah. Going ahead and taking one of the taking care of one of them, trying to keep board control from Ryan.
Get rid of one of the man lands here, which is pretty relevant.
Oh, and also because the Shambling Man only has 2 power, so it's only killing 2 of your tokens. So Sebastian's sticking with a total of 3 tokens.
Or
Two
left
tokens,
over.
sorry. He's left with 2 tokens and an Elspeth at 5.
And now he gets to activate Search Content of turn with 2
Yep.
mana still up.
And he's probably just going to Supreme Verdict next turn and then
Yep.
uptick Liliana.
Here's a Relic.
uptick
Relic's pretty good.
Are there any more?
There's no more Lingering Souls, but I don't even think he needs the Verdict.
I still like popping off the Verdict. I think the Verdict is the last nail in the coffin for Ryan, and the only reason Sebastian makes this attack is if he's wrathing.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, this looks like so I haven't been here since we started doing a clock. How are we handling the clock? Is it a proper clock?
It's a proper clock. So the clock is there to prevent us from lingering on one match for any too long. In case of this, we could choose to either keep this match going on the merit, pure merit that it's interesting, or we can choose to hold this to the way that a tournament would be held and have this clock be the end of the match. We haven't actually set forth what the clock represents.
Okay.
So how do you think that we should handle this?
I think if we're going to have a clock,
We might as well follow
we
through
might
with
as well use the clock.
it. Okay, so we are going to have tournament rules here.
Sure.
Alright, Corey and there will be a Tiras on there, and he can let the players know when, kind of let them know what's going on and that they have like a few minutes. And,
I like just a triple block here. I mean, if Ryan has removal, he has removal.
so I think that Sebastian's now just kind of like, I'm getting to the point where I'm ultimating that Elspeth.
And I would agree with that, Boom. They've been playing at pretty much a pretty good pace that I would count this as a
Yeah, okay, yeah.
as a match.
That's kind of, that's about where it should be in the process. So yeah, hopefully someone in there has let them know that they have about 2.5 minutes to finish up their match, and then we will be going into turns. I think that Sebastian's going to have to win this game in that time frame, which means we're going to have a
well, I don't think he wins
so-
this game in this time frame.
I think he does, because Elspeth he's clocking up to Elspeth Ultimate.
Okay,
Elspeth Ultimate is very real,
that's fair. That wins the game very fast.
which is also why I think he didn't go for the triple block on there, because he's trying to just like keep as many soldiers as possible. But I think that
All right. If that's their plan, yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Aminate,
is he animating his Stirring Wildwood?
I would assume.
Yep, there it is.
That one too.
And
Swing.
boop, boop,
Block.
boop. Yep, that's about what I
Ryan
expect.
goes up to 39. Or 29.
29, Jesus Christ. I was like, how does he get up to 39?
I don't know, man. My eyes don't work. Activate search. Ryan, why are we still playing?
I mean, alright, so there's always a weird topic in the Magic community, like in the competitive Magic community. If you're, oh wait, he's down a game. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. I thought that he was up a game.
No, he is, it is 1-0.
For some reason, I want to blame on my dyslexia, but that's not how dyslexia works at all.
I mean, it can be.
It can be, but the verses in the middle makes it a little weird.
It's fair. Number-based dyslexia don't work the same way as, letters dyslexia.
Yeah. I don't know how my eyes work. I just
That's
know
a
that they
good
don't.
statement, too, there. I wonder if there's any real reason that Relic Regeneration doesn't get cracked in response to the block.
Oh yeah.
I guess it was to play around the Fatal Push.
I guess.
The Fatal Push, one of the non-blocking tokens, just eats it. I would agree with that, too. Just keeping the Relic until you really need it, with Elspeth being just looking at that Tarmogoyf and laughing at it.
Okay, yeah. Like, I think there's good arguments for both.
Mm-hmm. Because also, like, in that situation, then you, like, force a Fatal Push to be used. Alright, so Tarmogoyf coming in at Elspeth. None of the manlands. I like blocking with all of your guys and cracking Relic.
Yeah, that
Or I guess you can block with one and then end of turn crack it. Because that,
because Tarmogoyf will die because of state-based
Yes.
actions. You're already doing that by taking Elspeth, though. You have an Elspeth ready to... Oh, and you can efficiently neuter Goyf. Yeah.
Yeah, I like tracking it end of turn there because, again, I assume
Alright.
that if Relic Progenitus is in deck, then Snapcaster Mage is probably at a low.
Relevantly, we are in time.
We are at time and round.
I don't know. I haven't heard any feedback, but I hope that they have been informed that they are on time.
I mean, Corey's generally listening to us.
So provided that they have heard some feedback, Sebastian to turn 0 of turns.
Yep.
And given this, I don't think that Ryan has a chance of winning this game. And so I think this is going to be a win from Sebastian. I don't know if it's going to be a 2-0 win from Sebastian or a 1-0 win from Sebastian.
Yeah, hard to tell for sure.
That's fine.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like this is a pretty good matchup so far.
I feel like Just Guy Control a lot of times just has so much stuff going for them here.
I think that some of it did hinge, though, to Ryan's draws in Game 1.
Oh, yeah.
I think if Ryan drew, like, slightly better in Game 1, we're actually in a draw situation.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So this should be turn...
So Ryan just passed on his turn 1, so this is going to be turn 2. Once Sebastian moves to his turn. The pass to exile here, and an Elspeth ult electrolyze your face. He doesn't want a 1-0 draw. He wants a 2-0 victory.
All right, but keeping up with turns, Sebastian is turn 2.
Yes, sir.
So he has 2 more combat phases.
Yeah, the path on the Tarmogoyf does seem a little bizarre when he has the man lands. They seem a little bit more valuable to the path.
Yeah, I have to agree with you here. That play seems super weird. So from Sebastian's side, yeah, I think he just pops Elspeth here.
Yep.
Well, he doesn't pop her because she stole it.
Up to 10. Elevator only goes up.
It's fair. I guess he's not trying to close out the game, and he's just going for the draw.
I mean, yeah, you don't really need to go for the win.
That's fair. But style.
I mean, style is important. Because now he has 27 damage in play,
Mhm.
which is what Ryan's life total is.
But Ryan has blockers.
He has 1 blocker.
Blocker. Ryan has blocker.
Is Elspeth English? I do not think it is. I believe it is in Japanese.
Yes, because I believe that that's actually my Elspeth.
Liliana of the Veil.
That card good now?
If there is a doubling season in play.
Worth noting, Ryan should be turn 3. I don't like this.
Why are we fighting over this?
Why? But also, why not just bounce the 3/4 reach man
Yeah.
and do
Why
a
are we
win?
drawing a card?
Why are we doing this to ourselves?
So my favorite thing about our events is the entire tournaments that we do are just you and I being in here and asking the question why.
We asked the tough questions.
So there is an Elspeth emblem in play now. So here comes 27 points of damage.
Wait, is that 10? If
Might
that's
be
10,
10.
that's 30.
I'm pretty sure it was 27. I am very curious to where Sebastian's brain is. This is turn 4, technically.
Yeah.
So if he activates Colonnade, but Sebastian just has Snapcaster
Okay, it
Mage
is
to like
27.
Cryptic.
Okay, so he's going to block.
Or he's going to make a man. He's probably not going to be able to block.
Okay, he's going to snap.
Yep, snap. Okay, so we got lethal.
Alright.
2-0 in time and round.
So Sebastian got it right at the end there, just pulling it out.
Right where he needed it.
Yeah. So we got our first 3 matches done. Next we're gonna have Ryan staying in there
Ryan
with
staying in.
Junk. I think that's far we just trying out as many people as we can for this little stream thing we're doing. He so far has been doing okay. So he's gonna be playing against Shannon, who is on Company, which means you and I can talk more about people playing Company. At this point, like, I want to get to a point so we have a viewer base, so that way we can just have super clips of just us just going, do this other thing.
Why?
Why? God.
I have definitely never been impressed by the side-loading perfect fits, primarily because the reason you use perfect fits is to protect your cards, and the side loaders don't do that at all.
So my big issue with them is that so let's just say theoretically, there's like some liquid or something.
No,
in
that's
it.
what I'm
And
saying.
yeah, and like it touches it, and then it's just like, oh man, this thing has no purpose. Like this is basically me as a sleeve. It has no purpose. So, but no, like they're neat because they help you sleeve better. But I think they're
They
gimmicky.
sleeve better, but they don't have any effect.
Yeah. You don't double sleeve because it's easy.
Yeah.
So
You double sleeve to protect your Magic the Gathering cards. Also because it makes it easier to shuffle. It makes it to where your normal sleeves don't corner as often.
yeah.
Remember that one sleeve company made those like rounded edge sleeves, but stopped making them?
Yes.
Were they not good?
No,
They were Ultra Pro, right?
I think so.
That's why they weren't good.
So, I don't know if I imagine you don't use Horror Year's website ever.
I do not.
Okay, so they have these sleeves. They're called non-branded sleeves.
Oh no, yeah.
And I don't know, like anyone who's watching should check this out. It's called non-branded sleeves, I think is what they're called. Anyways, they're on Haruya. They're like 250 yen. I don't know how many people are familiar with conversion rates, but that's about $2.40 for a pack of 50. So, like, I don't know how many times you go, man, I want to spend $2.40 on this pack of sleeves. It looks really strong. Like it's fine.
I'm just looking. I'm just looking at numbers.
Yeah. All right. So we've seen both these lists before. In my opinion, I feel that Ryan has a slight edge here.
It depends on the quantity of collected companies and eternal witnesses from Shannon's side.
Oh wait, yeah, I forgot that Shannon can actually play like somewhat of a fair game. So I'm not actually sure. I have not played enough of.
I have played a lot of company versus Green Black X deck.
Okay. I don't really play.
From both sides.
I played John for about 3 weeks and I hated myself the entire time.
In my opinion, this matchup is actually super even.
Okay, that feels about right. I feel like a lot of what Junk and John since the beginning of Modern really has been trying to do is not so much have like any 70-30 matchups or any matchups like that. They're just like, I have these 55-45 matchups and these 60-40 matchups. My mad matchups are like 40-60s.
That's why Jund guy is always like so happy about like his tournament. He's just like, man, all my games coming down to skill. All my games coming down to me playing the best removal spell on each turn and the best creature.
Now, when you say Jund guy, I don't know which Jund guy you're talking about. But
I'm just talking about Jund guy.
Okay, I think of a specific Jund guy, and yeah, that's exactly him. He's just like, man, my deck is so skillful. I'm like, I'm not gonna say his name, but I'm just like, hey, your deck, your lines are pretty simple. You cast, you discard spell.
Well, let's. This is how you play a Sword of Green Black X deck. You look at your hand, and you look at your mana base, and you take the biggest card, the card in your hand that costs the most mana, and you play that one that you're allowed to cast, unless your opponent has something in play. And if they have something in play, you play the best card that answers what they have in play, and that's your whole deck.
All right. So Shannon did a mulligan. He revealed his hand.
So that's free mulligan, right? That's how the rules work.
Yeah. Is Ryan also on a mulligan? Okay, they're both on a mulligan. Hoo boy, we're starting off some exciting magic here.
Well, we did start off with some exciting magic. We started off with 8-rack, just to lose all its games.
Did you just try to say 8-rack was exciting magic?
Yeah, I was excited watching that deck be terrible.
I wasn't excited. What's the opposite of excited? I was that one.
You were not excited?
I was medium. I was cool. I wasn't hot. I was cool. All right. So, like both these decks feel like they mulligan fine though.
Yeah.
Like, They both have things that catch them up and that card advantage. I feel like Ryan's deck is built a little bit better at trying to go for like card advantage word because like though Shannon has collect company and that's it. But I think that Ryan has a lot of different ways of gaining advantage. Tireless Tracker, Liliana the Val.
There are a lot of ways that Ryan has to gain a little bit more advantage, and Shannon does have a decent amount of stinkers. Like Devoted Druid without like the other cards is.
Same with Vizier.
Yeah.
Vizier's like Devoted Druid at least helps you cast cards, but Vizier is so bad.
It's a 2/1.
It's a 2/1.
It attacks.
It makes you can go in a value game with the Kitchen Finks, but like
you can have a Vizier, and then you cast a Black Sun Zenith, and only put one less counters on all your guys. You know what I miss?
Black Sun Zenith?
Green Black mid range or Melira Pod sideboarding into like 2x Black Sun Zenith because it was a one-sided draft.
So I remember one of my friends was playing Infect at a tournament, and like this was at a point when no one was playing Melira and Melira Company. They were playing Onofensa.
Onofensa.
And he just like first 3 rounds in a row turned to Melira. And he was saying Infect relevantly. I left out that part.
You said it first.
Okay,
You started with that.
Okay. Alright. So Shannon starts off with turn 1 bird, Ryan starts off with turn 1 tap land.
He did pick up a okay, he's gonna actually elect to go ahead and play the Grim Slayer over just going in and Fatal Pushing the bird. If he didn't have another 1-drop, I do prefer playing the Slayer. It looks like his leftovers are Tarmogoyf,
Maelstrom Pulse.
Push. Okay.
Yeah, I think Ryan's hand seems really reasonable here.
Yeah, because now he's able to push and Tarmogoyf on his next turn if he would like to. Or he can just go ahead and, what was the last card? Maelstrom Pulse. Maelstrom Pulse if there's something, for some reason, that needs to be pulsed over. Like, if, like, Shannon goes like, here's more Birds of Paradise.
Yeah. Like, I think that Ryan's actually in a really good position here. Because Shannon's deck, once again, like, it's very fragile, in my opinion, this build of it. Like, company decks have always been really good at late game value, but I think this deck is just kind of the weakest at the value game. That's
why, like, since Counters Company really became a deck, I've never really just been impressed by it.
Yeah. In all testing I've had with it, it's always felt like this deck is very medium. Like, it does have the ability to win on turn 3. That's neat. And it has the ability to win through a lot of situations that regular company couldn't, but you sacrifice a lot of your late game.
Yes. Playing all these kind of goofy cards.
Yeah.
You have to do a lot of sacrificing of your late game. So Kitchen Finks here, actually pretty good at trying to speed bump what Ryan's doing. I would like the attack before making any plays. And here's why. If Shannon goes to block, he's able to fetch and Fatal Push away the Kitchen Finks, and then trample over the rest of the damage with the Grim Slayer.
Okay.
And then he's also still able to follow it with Tarmogoyf. And I feel like that's the one of the better lines that Ryan can make in that situation. It means that his board gets to progress, he gets to interact somewhat with Shannon's board, and he gets to have the Grim Slayer connect.
Yeah. Well, let's see if he makes that play here.
I mean, he definitely still has the option for it. And I'm curious because he picked up another Grim Slayer. He's actually going to play that over the Goyf. I guess it is bigger than the Goyf right here, but the Grim Slayer has the ability to go ahead and grow it.
All right. So
Shannon not going to block, which I like that from Shannon's side. Sees Lingering Souls, Inquisition, and Siege Rhino. I like getting rid of those 2 sorceries.
Yeah, I especially like getting rid of Lingering Souls.
Getting rid of the Rhino, not getting rid of the Inquisition.
I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think that you're like. I feel like if Shannon has anything that costs 3 or less, he's not sandbagging at this point. He might be sandbagging. I guess
the only card that he technically is sandbagging would be exactly Court of Calling.
Or Vizier.
Mm-hmm.
And at that, I don't think I like trying to hold something for one of those 2 cards.
So, very notable.
Uh-huh.
The Fetch land.
Yeah.
Now he doesn't have Revolt for this Fatal Push.
Correct.
So in an attack, he's going to Fatal Push a Birds, but he's just going to be able to respond.
Okay.
And this Fatal Push gives him Delirium.
This Fatal Push does give him Delirium. This line just feels. This whole thing feels really weird.
I just don't like this sequencing.
Sequencing feels very out of place. I think what may have happened is Ryan committed to cracking the fetch land. because he anticipated, he so strongly anticipated that Shannon might be blocking.
Uh-huh.
And then when Shannon didn't block, he's now locked in this weird position where he no longer has revolt for it. And okay, I guess he did the fatal push that way he could block it.
Okay.
And that's on tap.
And yeah, that's not how persist works at all.
Oh well. They'll figure it out.
How do my own cards work?
I don't know how your cards work.
And I can actually say that to Shannon because he does play Counters Company. I guess yeah, this is why I do not like keeping the Inquisition.
Yeah, because he just sees a hand of like a bunch of different assorted
Cards.
Monodorks and then a 4-drop.
Now here's 2 4/4 Grim players coming in.
Yeah, these Grim players are putting on a sufficient amount of threat right
And
now.
Tarmogoyf's going to be able to join their party here.
Yeah, Shannon's definitely on the back foot.
Talking with a voice here means that with the Collected Company, he'll definitely be able to effectively challenge. And sadly, the Elemental token, one of the few of the tokens that are playable that we don't have, but it looks like they actually have one for themselves. Nice. And
Oh,
we
look
actually
at
have
that.
the right token. I'm so proud.
I'm
a proud
impressed.
father.
Yes, I'm very happy about that. All right,
Mill
so
3 lands.
Mill 3 lands. Yep, that's fine. You're stuck on 3 lands, but you don't care.
What are you keeping right now?
So I see a Liliana, I see a Tireless Tracker, and I see a Tarmogoyf. At least that's what I interpret it as.
Okay.
You're not keeping the Liliana, you're not keeping the Goyf. I mean, you're not keeping the Tireless Tracker, you're not keeping the Goyf. I kind of like keeping the Liliana here.
I can see why.
No.
With Birds of Paradise, I don't like leaking the
No, Liliana's bad.
Especially because it means your Tarmogoyf becomes a 5.
If that's a Tarmogoyf, you
We're
just
gonna keep
bump
the
up.
Goyf on top.
I don't like it. I don't think it's
And
necessary.
we're not going to play the Goyf. We're going to go ahead and flashback a Lingering Souls here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's notable. If that Kitchen Finks was untapped the way it should have been, the voice of resurgence of the Kitchen Finks trade was the Grim Player. I mean, he is allowed to have his card not correct, I guess.
No, that's.
I guess he's not.
You're super not allowed. Just be like, my creature's tapped. It's not now.
I mean, no, that's perfectly fair, but like that card was not. Oh man.
Welcome to the Saturday stream. It's me screaming.
It's both of us screaming. Tournament rules demolished.
Dude, yes. Tournament rules have been demolished. My life has been demolished. I'm a judge and I'm disgraced.
I'm a judge and I'm disgraced.
Hello, Judge. Nice to meet you.
I just... Sometimes, man.
Oh, man, he's doing it this turn.
We're doing it this turn, eh? Are the Collect Company going to come down? I really do hope there's a Collected Company that's going to happen. Are we...
But the Collect Company makes your voice of resurgence
Tokens
better.
survive.
No, it's not. It's a 2-1, and then it's a 3-3. And then they're both dead.
So you know that thing we were saying about Counters Company?
Shannon, please. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
What is happening right now? Just
A disaster?
this is a disaster. What are those cards? Some lands and like. Do you just keep anything at this point? You just mill your whole deck. Like I don't need these. My opponent's just gonna lose for me.
Attack with the Grim Player. What I'm looking for here. Something that's not my deck. Puts it in the graveyard.
So there's a 5/6 Tarmogoyf.
Alright, Ryan, I'm gonna ask you to do me a favor. Can you wrap this game up pretty quickly?
I'm also asking Ryan to do a favor. Why do those Lingering Souls tokens not attack? What are those being held back for?
I don't know. And it matters. Because if he puts him down to 5, next turn he puts him down to 4, provided he blocks with the Birds of Paradise, and then he's dead to the Grim Player. But, okay.
Okay.
Alright, so Shannon's just gonna top deck win this.
Yeah, he's just gonna find a Vizier and all of this just doesn't matter.
Dude, that would be really neat.
Does Ryan not have interaction? Or what do we have?
He does.
Land?
I think I heard him say the game is not over.
But if he has like company, what does he have? Birds of Paradise.
Birds Paradise.
It looks like Druid.
Chord Company.
No, that's what like would win.
Okay,
But I think he just has like another Devoted Druid.
that's not great.
He can't even turn Ronus on. He doesn't have the mana to turn Ronus on.
Ronus is 3 to activate, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And Ronus requires another creature of power 4 or greater.
Yes.
So we need a double pump, so we would have had to play neither of those creatures to be able to do it. What's this? Maelstrom Pulse, target Devoted Druids.
So,
You'd kill the one that he's targeting in response.
yes. Shannon can, we're gonna just ignore any bad plays from this point.
Okay.
We're gonna point out.
No, we're not.
Well, okay. We're gonna, instead of, like, criticizing the person for making them, we're gonna tell.
We're gonna explain why.
Okay, so if your opponent targets one of your Devoted Druids and you have 2 Devoted Druids out, regardless of whether or not it's summoning sick, you can activate its ability to put -1/-1 counter on it and untap it.
Mm-hmm.
You then activate its ability again, it will die due to state based actions.
Mm-hmm.
The card Maelstrom Pulse will fizzle because it no longer has a legal target, and the other Devoted Druid will live.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, if he didn't play the other second Devoted Druid, he had enough mana to be able to
Double pump.
grow Birds of Paradise big enough to make it to where Ronus could block.
Alright, so definitely not the most clean games played with
Counters Company?
Counters Company. We are going to have probably one more Counters Company at this point, because since we have a limited bracket here, we're kind of doing...
Sebastian versus Shannon.
Yeah, Sebastian versus Shannon. And then Sebastian versus Alex.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's like...
Oh, it's been a good night.
Has it?
Yeah. I'm enjoying myself. Are you not enjoying yourself?
I feel like even though we don't have that many views, we've been entertaining.
Oh, I've been entertained.
I've been entertained. I don't know if we're entertaining.
Okay, so deck lists aren't here,
That's
but
fine.
we kind of know what they are. From Ryan's side, I like bringing in some number of Collective Brutality, and I like bringing in the Damnation.
Okay.
And from Shannon's side, I like the Farika.
Okay.
And I don't know, like other cards, the Voice of Resurgences.
Freeka's other cards, I don't know, stuff.
It's not gonna matter.
Is it not gonna matter? I thought you said this match was even.
This matchup is super even when both players are playing at the top of their game.
And Ryan, at this point, had some questionable plays, but I think he's playing a decent game. So yeah, I think that he's favored.
I think Ryan's playing at 70%, but Shannon currently is playing at 50%.
Yeah. What's the ideal percentage you want to be playing when you're playing a deck?
It's 100.
100? That's a weird percentage. I don't believe you. I like to play at a solid.
90 is reasonable.
It's like a lot of times we'll just like go to an event. And it's like I'm gonna play this deck, but I'm not actually gonna play this deck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. So like, at the very minimum,
Uh-huh.
it provides us, the commentators,
Mm-hmm.
some entertaining things to say
Okay.
about, hey, this is the crack line.
Yes.
This is not the crack line. Yes. No, that's fine. I mean, like, I can attest it too, probably, that, like, he's probably a little out of it today. Been a long day for everyone. I think he had to do some stuff before he came out this morning, so he's been up since super early in the morning. It's Saturday, so, like,
More than likely.
probably not playing at the top of this game. I don't want to sound mean.
Oh, no, trust me. Nathaniel and I are sounding as vicious as possible in the booth.
Oh no, like myself and Andrew are no longer part of our friend group anymore. It's great because like we'll get done with them, be like, "How's the stream, guys?" And they're like,
And we'll just look at the rest of the team and be like, why are you guys here?
and then they look at us and go, "Why are you here?" And then I go, "Why are any of us here?" And then I go have an existential breakdown.
No, they say anything. You're like, why aren't you guys queued?
Yeah.
And then it's because of their stream plays.
As a recurring theme for me, looking at the rest of my team, hey guys, you know it'd be great if I was at the Invitational and I could go over my team and be like, "How are you guys doing?" Instead, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, look in the mirror, and be like, "How you doing?" And just like finger guns at myself and be like, "O2."
So yeah, flaying tendrils, damnation, and some number of collective fatalities.
Yeah.
Farika, voice of resurgence, selfless spirit. This is what I want to bring in from that side.
Yeah. He could get. Yeah. That's about it. I could also see how much guitar costs to build.
After sideboarding, I think it becomes a lot more favored for Ryan. So I think Ryan picking up game 1 makes it a lot better for him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So Shannon will be on the play here.
Yeah, I was reading that. Yeah, I figured you meant get Rog.
And let's see if Shannon does more than nothing.
No,
gonna mulligan?
he's leading on a strong nothing right now.
Strong nothing.
So bright side though, even like if Shannon's not playing optimally against Sebastian, it won't matter because that matchup is so favored for Sebastian.
Okay, so Sebastian's going to lose.
Explain.
All the favored matchups have lost so far tonight.
I have faith in Sebastian. I think out of everyone playing, I have the most faith in Sebastian and Alex, depending on Alex as a person.
Okay.
Like,
do we know if Alex is playing Storm or something else for the last match?
it's a mystery.
It's a mystery. Well, I don't think he wants to play Affinity into Jeskai.
It's a mystery. Is Binu up there not enjoying my talk of Scooby-Doo and the mystery?
My pickup, I don't know, just like dig out of someone's bag, play Burn.
I'll peg Shannon with a soda drink.
An assorted carbonated beverage. Alright. So let's see what the 6 gets to do from Shannon's side. Well, Ryan has both Thoughtseize and Inquisition with some sort of lands and some other income.
So, bright side for us, that means we get to start off with immediate full information on Shannon's side.
We do. I love discard when we're in the booth.
Can everyone just play discard spells except for
It
8
is
rack?
modern.
Can Josh just not play?
Alright, so Titleist Color Ronus, 2 lands, and a Kitchen Finks. Pretty easy hand. I obviously take this Titleist Color. It's the only card you can cast. And you just untap and take this stupid Kitchen Finks.
So,
what's this Ronus?
I also had a thought we could also change up the thing if we are tired of seeing company, and we could have True Misery, which is Sebastian versus Josh.
Josh is gonna lose again!
I kind of want to put Josh in just a bet.
I will bet that he will just lose.
You will bet that
Yes.
he will lose.
Yes!
Can we put Josh versus Sebastian next?
I'm perfectly fine with that. He'll just lose because it's 8 rack and the deck's terrible.
I really want to see Josh versus Sebastian next. Can we do this? Alright, so anyways, not to get too distracted from this game. Thoughtseize being cast.
He's picked up a land. Get
Taking
rid
that
of
Kitchen Finks.
Finks.
Easy pick.
If he's playing on untapped land over playing the Shambling Vets, I'm very interested.
Yeah, I don't know. At the very minimum, he should have played his land before casting the
Uh-huh.
Discord spell.
I mean, Shannon just puts the Ronus in play, and if Ryan has a Path to Exile, then Shannon's just left with a bunch of nothing.
He casts nothing.
Well, like even if it like doesn't get past, it's like I have a pump spell on a stick.
I have a snake.
It's like it's effectively just an artifact. There's no vehicles to crew.
Shannon just hissing at Ryan right now. And Ryan's just like, yeah, you played your snake god.
Snake confirmed.
That's neat. I'm gonna continue to play my not snake gods.
God, I'm just like I understand why Ronus is in a deck, but I do not like it.
I don't like a lot of this deck.
I think the Bant build's so much better.
I think the Bant build's I like having Naivara Core in my company decks.
Yes. I have my collecting companies being able to like just kill my opponent normally.
Yeah. I mostly just I really enjoy the value version of the more value builds.
Here's a Scavenging Ooze. Card's
So,
pretty good.
Ryan just opting to just be like, yeah, you have a snake god, I don't really care. Here's my 2-drop. I'm gonna beat.
I guess
and
Shannon has a company.
Here's Shannon's very obvious company.
We're not using that in a turn.
He's just doing on instep. That seems fine. He's expecting some type of board wrath to be brought in from Ryan, so there's no reason popping that off.
No. The scavenging is.
Oh. Yeah.
Get on top line. He could have just eat the kitchen finks and had the mana still. And especially if we're just going all in.
Yeah, I don't see any real reason for not activating it there, honestly. Flip flop. Alright. So he's gonna cast a Collect Company, we assume. Yep. There's
Company on a turn. I don't know why this wasn't in response to the attack. Because if he got 4 power, I mean, it's very unlikely he gets 4 power, but like,
I mean,
Ronus can block.
oh well, doesn't matter. I don't think it honestly matters a lot. I think Shannon can afford to take these hits.
Oh yeah, definitely, but Ronus is indestructible.
He's also playing no creature with power 4 or greater.
Farika. We're in sideboard.
She wouldn't be active though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering why. Someone was saying like having both of them in play like is really good, and I was like, how?
If they're both active, yeah, sure.
But when is Farika ever active?
When you have 7 more devotion to green and black.
Fact. When is it legitimately ever active?
I mean, Shannon currently has 4.
So Ronus targeted Voice of Resurgence, so he can cram for a total of 11? No.
Yeah.
5 plus...
It gives a +2/+2, so it'd be 4, 7, 11.
It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12, okay. Alright, so Shannon's like doing something this game.
Yeah, Ryan at 3.
Holy shit,
No, we're fine.
It's fine, it's Saturday
Rated for
stream.
mature obvious.
Yeah, we do have that maturity audience flag.
We don't want to have a mature audience flag and to just be like real chill.
I don't really want to have the mature audience flag.
I'm like interested in why it's there, especially if you and I are going to be in the booth all the time. It is +2/+0. So yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Ronus is 5. That's where my math was wrong.
Yeah, Ronus is a 5.
For some reason I put him as 4 damage, not 5 damage.
So yeah, I'm not a big fan of the mature only because like legitimately it's only ever you and I in the booth and we're both pretty calm.
Yeah, I've cussed twice thus far.
You naughty.
I don't know. It's like one of those weekend effects where it's like weekend, it's night. I'm not really in a professional setting.
Oh, you're fine.
Even though I eventually would like this to be more professional. But anyways, Tomograph being cast here. He's is he 4/5 currently?
Yeah, looks like just normal. There is a
Wait,
collected
is there a
company. I do not know. Those might have gone all eaten.
I'm pretty sure those all
It
have
might
been
be a
eaten.
3/4.
I think it's a 3/4, which is not that great right now.
Not at all. And Ryan has a Path Exile, and not electing to just use it on his main phase to get rid of this Ronus.
I don't like that.
Especially with a voice.
Oh god, yeah, I really don't like that. Even without the voice, I don't like it because that allows Shannon to get a pump in, and you are really low.
I think it's trample.
Yeah, the trample is really relevant.
Yeah, Ronus the voice, Kramus my boys.
So, and we're sure he has the Path Exile.
Yes, he just picked it up. I'm almost certain. Yep.
That's.
Yeah, Scavenging is probably going to block the Voice of Resurgence and Grow, and Tarmogoyf going to block the Kitchen Finks and pass that to hit the Ronus.
Yeah. But man, is
well, there's no creatures in the graveyard for the Ooze to Grow, so they're just going to trade.
Wait, what creature did he pump? What creature did Shannon pump?
The Voice. I'm going to assume.
I mean, if you're gonna path on his turn, if you're gonna bite that bull, I like just pathing the creature he's pumping.
Okay. But then Ronus is indestructible, and it's still attacking, and it doesn't matter.
No, before attackers.
Okay.
So in response to pumping it. Because Ronus can't attack anymore.
Yeah, so yeah, this is just a misstep in sequencing.
Yeah, I think doing it on his turn is a misstep of sequencing, but like, specifically, it's a misstep within a misstep.
There's realistically no reason to wait.
Yeah. Like, he doesn't have the Devoted Jordan. Like, this isn't like, Company with, the Melira combo. They have to have a creature that has to be not summoning sick to win.
Well, they can win through Viscera Seer and Infinite Life, but, like, it's so innocuous.
They can win, and he doesn't have the, like, he'd have to have 3 specific cards. Well, he'd have to have 2 more cards.
Okay, so assuming that the Voice Research was the card that got pumped and not the Kitchen Finks, and I cannot confirm that right here.
Okay.
There's no creatures in the graveyards. Not that I can see.
He pumped.
Oh,
Kitchen
okay, so
Finks.
it pumped the Kitchen Finks. Okay. So
Okay.
I don't like that.
You don't like targeting the Kitchen Finks?
I like spreading all that damage.
Yeah.
Alright. So Tarmogoyf on that die. Ryan should be taking 1 from Trample.
And then he's gaining 1 life.
Yep.
So he's essentially just net taking 0.
I mean, he's allowed to assign all his damage to 1 creature for Trample.
He is, but we're just gonna assume that if they don't make any life changes, it's net 0.
No, Ryan gained 1 life.
Yeah. Okay.
And underneath the voice. Go up to 5. Ryan was just so far behind. And I think this is starting to become a game that he can actually pull out.
Yeah.
Even with that major misplay, in my opinion. Let me tap my dual lands over my
Yeah, I think
basics.
that Path to Exile should have been, like...
There's no reason.
There's no reason.
The only reason was to try to force Shannon into tapping his lands.
I'm curious to hear Ryan's reasoning for it when he comes back.
Okay, so Ryan does have Delirium. I'm trying my hardest, man. I'm trying the hardest to like just figure out certain things. And one of my major things that I do in playtesting is I stare at people when they tap their lands. And like, why did you tap your 2 dual lands and you have a swamp and a green-black land to tap first?
Yeah, man.
Why are you just choosing to not hold up the opportunity to make your opponent think you have another path? So, if Shannon here displays 2 creatures, Ryan goes to 1, and Grimflayer, like, dies to a token.
I mean, if he has Collect Company plus 1 creature in hand, he
Ryan
will.
just dies.
Yeah. Provided Ryan has nothing.
I mean, it is holding a card, but, like, it also could just be, Thoughtseize.
We know for sure it's not Path to Exile.
I can see the legitimate reasoning as to why you want to leave it open, and especially with it being Swamp.
You want to fake out your opponent? Okay, yeah.
I don't know, man. I just think it's not great.
Alright, so Shannon trying to pick up a Collect Company with Eternal Witness, and...
Ugh. Is Ballista just lethal?
Yeah, Ballista should be lethal.
Cram my boys. Block. What do we got? Okay.
Okay.
So he goes to 6.
So he's not dead.
Wait. That's the creature. The token doesn't die anymore. Token should not be dying. Judge? They're figuring out, okay.
Okay.
Yep. No longer has Delirium.
Okay, okay. They caught it. They caught it. They caught it.
But now there's just a Walking Ballista in play.
Now we just have this awkward 1/1 Ballista.
No, but the Walking Ballista just untaps and grows and kills Ryan.
Yes. Okay, we don't have this awkward Ballista.
What have you got? Swamp.
So... a board wipe brings this back for Ryan, but that's about it.
Liliana the Veil.
I'm not positive, but I don't think that this brings us back for Ryan.
Okay, so what does that do? So now there's 2 creatures in the graveyard, so Ryan can gain 2 life. Go to 4, but there's 2 tokens. He has a Shambling Vents, but he can't use the Shambling Vents if Shannon goes for the Ballista. There's a Cavity Township to make Ballista even easier.
Okay.
1, 2. I don't know why we're playing that card.
It seems unnecessary. You can still just eat him, Grimflayer, then...
Activate, now he's just dead? Why are we... Response? Response? No response?
Hello?
Let's,
Hello?
okay.
Hello?
We're not gonna gain... response?
Response.
Response.
I would like to respond before
I would
damage.
like to respond before damage. We gonna make the play? Damage resolves?
Yes.
Oh man.
You can respond before. Okay, it's not responding.
I think Shannon has caught it.
It's not responding. It's like fuck. It's. I
It's
can't.
responding to blockers being declared.
Yeah. It's
Like magic terminology doesn't make sense.
effects before damage.
Yes.
Is the correct terminology.
And now like there's the scavenging is able to just gain a bunch of life.
I hate this game so much. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah.
Attack? Why did he block?
Because he was dead. He was dead if he didn't block.
Oh, okay. So I guess he
He had a legitimate reason. He
Okay,
didn't want to die.
Thank you. All right, Gro. Why are we getting another? Oh, we're hand shipping. Okay.
So, is
Ryan still dead?
Ryan dead? I feel as if Ryan does not deserve to be dead at this point.
I think he is though, because he attacked. Eat Duskwatch. Go to 5.
And he's out of Manlands?
Yeah. Eat Eternal Witness and Flare. So he can go up to 7, and then he takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yep. Okay, so Shannon ended up getting this game and alright, he's gonna get out of New Township, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
Oh man. So I think after this we're gonna try to get Josh versus Sebastian.
Yeah, let's do that.
No,
No, this is. We still got another game, Nathaniel.
I'm aware.
We still got another game.
Jeez. Alright. Update. But yeah. No updates actually. I said update because that's one of my catchphrases.
Oh, thank you, McBoom. Helping us out. We
Yes.
were right in our in response terminology.
Thank you, McBoom. You are the best.
You're the best
Currently.
currently. You are getting there.
Are you happy?
Yeah, man.
I'm also happy with that little comment. Alright, so we gotta have another match that almost goes time here.
It'll go to time because one person should have won 5 turns earlier.
Like, Ryan will make one very small mistake, and then, like, Shannon will just be like, I'll make infinite mana, I'll cost Walking Bliss on 1, I'll pop it, I'll pass.
You can go ahead and pull the VOD up and try to clip it. See what we did say. I'm gonna go back and clip it and just spam that everywhere.
I don't care if we were right, because I'm definitely gonna have that as a new response, just us just going response. I'm just gonna create a channel that's best of Get There, and there's gonna be no one that watches it except for one person. That one person, Andrew,
It's gonna be me.
it's me.
We're both gonna watch it.
There's two people.
Person.
Two
persons.
persons. Oh my god, the persons have been doubled.
Fetch, shock, disruption spell,
Most likely.
cool deck. Remember when Abzan played like Noble Hierarch because they were dumb?
Yeah, that was neat because they can turn to Liliana,
Whoa.
or they can turn to Lingering Souls, or they can turn to
Or they could play like a card that has like actual value.
yeah. It's as if you're not trying to play that type of deck when you're playing Abzan.
Alright, so
Shannon actually has a pretty good hand here. He has
Wow.
Collecting Company, Kitchen Finks, the flip card from
Duskwatch Recruiter.
Duskwatch Recruiter and
Voice
Voice
Resurgence, and the lands to cast.
Forest, and Verdant Catacombs. This is actually a really good hand. He's
Yep.
going to take the Voice here.
Voice, obviously, the good choice.
It's the first chain on his curve.
It makes it like Duskwatch Recruiter's his first like real card, and not the card
Duskwatch
he wants to
Recruiter
play.
isn't a real card.
I mean, it's like a good card.
No, it's not like a bad card.
Standard All-Star.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not like in this matchup, it's not really a real card. Like late game, it can start gaining card advantage, but right now, Shannon's not going to be trying to play that game for a little bit.
Tarmogoyf.
So Ryan did have access to the another Inquisition, holding off because he'd rather progress his board, and the thing he's worried right now in Shannon's hand is the Kitchen Finks,
Okay.
and he has another turn to pick that up.
Yeah, and he also has the Fatal Push, so if Shannon does just go... Is that the Godless Shrine?
I can't. No, that's not. Godless Shrine looks different than that. That's Temple Garden.
I'm very confused as to why that's not Godless Shrine.
It definitely should be Godless Shrine. Nathaniel should get that reference. Oh, what is it? You were flying with it.
But so Ryan here can just if he goes Duskwatch Recruiter, Ryan will
Yes.
have the ability to be able to Fatal Push and Inquisition. So be able to Fatal Push the Duskwatch Recruiter away, and then if he does have a follow-up disruption spell, get rid of the Kitchen Finks.
Yeah.
But Shannon does actually have 2 Collected Companies in hand.
That's really good.
Inquisition you. I think so at least. Okay, yep. Double Company, Vizier, Kitchen Finks, land.
This is a really good hand from Shannon's side.
Yeah, this is a hand that can try to fight this game, assuming he's able to pick up another land.
Yeah, yeah.
And then there should be a Fatal Push.
So, like, Ryan might be thinking about, like, being concerned about the Vizier that's in hand, and...
I don't know if you are all that concerned about the
I
Vizier
don't-
at this point.
I know.
He also has Abrupt Decay.
I don't think you're worried about it, but I'm saying what he could be thinking about.
I'm okay. So Shannon doesn't have a good turn 3. So what this means is by letting him have the turn.
Shannon loses. I'm driving across town to play this deck. Continue.
So Shannon doesn't have anything good to play this turn. It means that he can just go ahead and activate the Duskwatch Recruiter, get an extra card. Which means that the 1-for-1ing plan which John Abzan wants to try to play isn't going to be very effective if Shannon is actually able to get extra cards off of any of his effects.
Yeah.
So that's why I really do like the using removal on the card to force the action. Especially because it would have done an extra damage with the Tarmogoyf, which in a racing situation may end up mattering.
Yeah. All right. So Shannon whiffing though.
Okay, that's important.
That's really good for Ryan here. And I think if Shannon like misses on a land drop here, it may be a little problematic for him.
Mm-hmm. His hand's pretty goofy if he doesn't have land. And Ryan here with the good pressure with the double Goyf.
Yeah. Like Ryan has the board that can punish a stumble.
There was a Plains.
There's a Plains. That's not a stumble. So he does
Don't
have.
like this.
I think it's fine.
Fatal Push.
Oh, you mean cracking his fetch land?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I don't like this fetching for no reason.
Yeah. At this point, you already have your mana base pretty well fixed, and you do have to worry about being able to cast a Fatal Push with Revolt. Very minor thing, but like it's just one of those situations where sometimes the play that is the default correct play of cracking fetch land and stuff, you just gotta be like, let me look at my mana base. My
What
mana
are
base
you
is fine.
casting?
Yeah, what am I casting? What am I doing? And yeah. So anyways, Shannon, though, since he does have the Vizier, could theoretically untap and win.
Yep. It's gonna make me real upset.
Isn't?
No.
Like, with his hand,
His hand's pretty good.
it made me upset if he lost.
That's fair. Company. Actually, in response this time, I like this.
So,
What we get? What's in the box?
I can't tell anything. I can tell.
Tideful Sculler.
Ooh, that's not good.
Get punished for not... Oh, okay, I guess there's 2 of them. Unpunished. Take an 8.
Wow, that's...
This is how he loses.
Wow, that collect company whiffed.
And then yeah, Lingering Souls.
I think that Ryan's gonna get this one.
Okay, well if this next company's real good. Not looking good.
It's
Main phase?
I mean, sure.
I don't know why this one's being main phase.
I mean, I don't think it matters one way or the other, but it does seem a little weird that it kind of breaks the
fold.
Well, it breaks the pattern that Shannon's been playing in, where he's like been doing it. You can Finks plus Druid, Fade or Kill spell and win. Yeah, he can. Like, there are definitely outs here.
Oh, there are so many outs.
Okay.
Vizier.
Vizier's not what you want.
Druid. Okay, Vizier, Druid. If Ryan doesn't have any kill conditions, Shannon can... Okay. He doesn't have anything yet, and
What
Ryan?
do we know from his hand?
Shannon has Vizier, and I think the other card is a Viserys here?
Okay.
Why is he conceding?
He's not dead though.
Why is he conceding?
I don't see the reason to concede there. But either way, I'm really deeply curious to know what the top card of his library is, to like have an accurate grasp on how the game may have ended. For those at home, they can't see our lovely faces. Andrew looks as if
he concede?
he can't handle it anymore. He can't handle it. Alright, so I don't know if like
Why did he concede?
I don't know. So anyways,
Oh, okay.
I don't know if
Okay, no way. So, he has 3 creatures. The opponent has 2 Lingering Souls tokens and the 2 creatures. So 2 of the creatures have to block the 2 Tarmogoyfs, otherwise Shannon's dead. So Shannon can block with Vizier of Remedies and the Title of Scholar, giving Ryan back the Lingering Souls. If Ryan doesn't draw anything, Shannon can untap, draw something that matters, and be able to still resolve Vizier of Remedies and go off.
Yep.
There's no reason to concede, because there's no way that he's actually out of...
Alright, so did they hear a message that we'd like to see instead Sevi versus...
I would assume Corey did?
Because, yeah, I think getting Sevi versus Josh, watching Josh lose more favored matchups is always entertaining. Good reason at this point, it's like 12 o'clock.
It's 12 o'clock and we're only here for like maybe another hour.
Yeah, and you're welcome next time.
Oh, you're definitely welcome on Tuesday.
Yeah. And we definitely wouldn't mind having a company matchup that won't make us scream.
Is I'm like recovering.
You're recovering from this like night of just like, man. Josh is like, I can't win a match. Company's like, alright. Wait, what? Sebastian's not playing Jeskai?
Okay.
So are we seeing Sebastian versus Shannon? I guess we are.
Okay.
Sure.
If we're not being listened to.
We're not being listened to. We are being ignored.
I run Black-White Eldrazi taxes. Interesting.
We tried so hard and got so far.
Did we?
I'm on a delay with that set. What's going on?
Oh, we were
well,
thinking
we were-
about having Sebastian versus Josh instead.
Okay, so. Is that what we're switching to?
If that would be easy to do in this situation. We've had Counter Company on three times in a row now.
Yeah, we've had company on for a good little bit, so might as well go ahead and put on some. So, I don't know if that's accurate, But no, it's definitely accurate because those sleeves are
Yeah.
blue.
What is the Eldrazi taxes versus 8-rack matchup like?
I'm actually interested. No,
I have no clue.
should be interesting. So, one thing of note is I think that the reason that Sebastian may have decided to switch over to Eldrazi taxes is he's probably planning on playing the Modern Open. If I'm playing the Invitational, I've already stated at this point that I'm probably playing Jeskai. And
Or you're not gonna play Shadow?
No. I got inspired to play Shadow, and then Charlie came over to me and was like, "O2 drop," and I was like, "Yeah, that's fair, Charlie." And then I was like, "Okay."
And a lot of good players went 0-2 drop today.
Yeah. Like Charlie the man, he's usually pretty good, but yeah, he bombed out. Suarez technically didn't bomb out, but he bombed out. Who else? What other good players bombed out?
Alex.
Yep, Alex bombed out.
Kirby didn't make top 8.
Kirby didn't make top 8. He got real close though.
Michael didn't. Michael started at like 2-0.
Yeah, I bombed out super hard. I'm not trying to say I'm a good Magic player, but
He's the only one on the team queued.
yeah. Ooh woo, I'm cute.
You're better than all of us by statistics.
Statistically speaking.
I don't know. I think you and I are an even record statistically speaking.
Probably.
But like your resume looks slightly better because you've done it in a smaller amount of time.
Yeah, because I just kind of I'm approaching my second. I think I'm at about a year and a half of playing competitively, and then about like 6 months of taking it seriously.
Okay.
I
Have you top 8 now?
have not top 8 in Open.
I have.
Yeah. No, I made 11th, and for the past like 2 or 3 large events I've been like 1 match away from top 8 or something close. Like that.
I've top 32 to GP, top 32 to 4 opens, top 8 at an open.
So you and I both know that most recent GP I should have not top 64 to should have at least top 32.
All right, do we have to turn this on?
When you use it, just turn that on.
Okay.
Thank you for bringing this in.
Mind that the volume you guys are using here will be really loud to them.
Okay.
Okay.
So just and then just kind of like switch tone.
Okay.
They won't be aware of what you guys are saying.
Okay.
So it'll be just more of like a slow pace.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thank you very much, Corey, for handling this off to us.
Yeah, because like with me it was kind of weird.
Yeah, because
You're a little bit behind.
And with this, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So now we'll have what just happened there. What we were just talking about is we now have the microphone, so we are able to tell the players at the booth, or not the booths, at the down in the battlefield if they are currently making a mistake.
Yeah, that's really useful now since we're past that.
Turn 1, Shrieking Affliction.
Boy, is that the most medium start from the 8-rack deck.
Well, hopefully there's like a smallpox or something followed up. And here's Thalia. Thalia to break up the smallpox.
Hey, I don't think there's smallpox happening.
Smallpox is bad now. Hopefully there's a funeral charm to answer this Thalia.
I thought Sebastian was just aggressively like pushing Josh.
No, the push actually wants to go towards Thalia, not Josh. What's going on? Okay, yeah. Yep, 2-mana Fatal Push answers Thalia. And there are multiple smallpoxes in Josh's hand.
So, given he has multiple smallpoxes, I like casting the Fatal Push on Sebastian's and stuff. Possibly.
Yeah. I would definitely agree. Float mana,
Excuse me?
Ghost Quarter myself? Do we need double colors for something?
Excuse me? I'm curious, is he what?
Strip mine myself against smallpox deck. Oh, he wants to cast this. You know what's gonna blow him out? 3 smallpoxes.
Oh my god. Wait.
about that, anyone. But
Sorry. That's a lot of small boxes, in case you didn't know.
hooey. Box you. Oh, I love Sebastian.
Sebastian's not having a great time right now.
Here's your Liliana back. Get rid of that land. We don't want that anymore. We don't need any small boxes, eh? Here's your stupid Liliana.
Sebastian's just probably feeling real great about that play about where he strip manned himself.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, how do you think he's gonna feel about this smallpox?
So
Oh,
so we got wrecked actually because Josh discarded one of the small boxes.
okay.
Wrecked.
Wrecked?
Josh
Destroyed?
is getting wrecked.
Is he?
No.
Okay.
Because now he's gonna be like Liliana. He's like, what does Sebastian take? You have to take the small box.
I mean, no, I think you take the Liliana here. You take the Liliana.
Okay. And then small box.
Yeah, but it means that Josh is a little bit away from casting Liliana.
Okay. It's not good.
No, it's not.
Nothing's good.
But like letting Josh untap and play Liliana and then minus it means that Josh can have a Liliana on the battlefield and then he can cast a smallpox afterwards.
That's fair. So you're gonna take the smallpox. And then did everyone leave?
We are watching a recording. I said we are watching a recording. Except for not really. That'd be really awkward just going there, everyone's gone.
They handed us the mic to leave. Alright, so yeah, Liliana, sack your guy, get my smallpox back. That's not how Liliana resolves.
There we go. Alright,
And Shrieking Affliction starting.
yep, how does Sebastian get out of this hole?
There is not a way.
I'm glad we had this
Here's
conversation.
a Dark Confidant. You think that one's sticking around?
Probably not, but if it... Oh yeah, I was about to say if it sticks around, he's good, but then I realized smallpox.
Uh-huh.
Smallpox is really good.
Yeah. You think that one's getting cast here?
It looks like Josh is considering a spell that costs 1 black manas.
I think he was considering firing up the old Mutavault.
And then he realized...
I have the smallpox, and I just win the game instead. Oh, I'll get rid of that creature, eh? And that card? Oh, that good. Get rid of that one. What are we getting rid of from your side, Josh? A Thoughtseize and a land, please.
Land.
Land?
I'm on yum. Sacrifice the land.
Oh, it's been a good day. Cram.
Alright.
3
He did all of that
Okay.
at one motion. And at this point, this game is... Yeah,
this game's over.
Sebastian's.
Why are we still here?
Alright, so...
Rack? Nice
40
and quick.
42 minute. We are 42 minutes left. That looked abysmal.
That was not good.
I was not a fan of that.
Well, okay,
For
so a lot of what happened there
Mhm.
was Josh drew 3 smallpoxes.
No, I'm not saying it's very. I'm not saying it's necessarily indicative of what a regular matchup looks like, but that game.
Do you know how many smallpoxes are in Josh's main deck?
Is it 3?
It's 3.
Dude, that's amazing.
Just drew all of them.
Apparently, that card's good in this matchup.
Well, yeah. Because of the Indians.
What?
Smallpox. Smallpox infested blankets.
Oh my
That's how
god.
we killed all the Native Americans.
Whoa. Whoa. I don't feel safe anymore. Alrighty then.
Alright, so I have no clue what Sebastian's side would look like.
Yeah, I don't think that I think that this decision was probably made last minute, so we don't have the deck list for it.
Josh is probably bringing in, I don't know.
Probably his Bantu's Last Reckoning.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is he playing his Bantu's Last Reckoning?
Yes, so they're in his deck.
Okay.
So I'm putting in those in Ratchet Bombs.
Yeah.
I assume Sebastian is taking Aether Vial, looking at it, and throwing it to the other side of the room.
Aether Vial, god awful. 0 out of 10 will not play.
You get to dump your hand into play though.
Is that what you want to do
Against 8 rack?
against 8 rack?
Yeah, you want to discard a card for free.
Mm,
Were you not aware of that?
I wasn't. That's probably why I have a bad matchup against 8-rack.
Your opponent plays eight. So you're playing 8-rack. So you go turn 1 with nothing.
No.
You help him out.
Oh, thank you, RU Sir, for the subscription and for getting there.
Real great to see you getting there. I'll press butt. No, get out of here. You can't have a drink. Alex, you are a magical human being. He gave up. Nathaniel. Nathaniel just threw your microphone box on the ground.
Ah.
Just leave it in there.
What?
He doesn't leave it right there. I was gonna walk in and like kick it. It's gonna explode because it's Alex.
I'm sorry for any audio disruption we had. I was trying to move something and then I
Trying to give Alex a drink because Alex's arm was too short. You don't gotta show us the hand that way, Sebastian. You're playing against 8-rack. We're gonna see it this way. 3 Sotnossiers, Mirror Crusader, Tidehollow Sculler,
Alex.
Ghost Quarter, Caves of Koilos. So he can cast no cards currently.
Yeah, I guess he kind of just looked at his hand and was like, I'm not mulliganing because...
Because it's 8-rack.
Yeah. Well, no, he can cast.
Okay, he can Ghost Quarter himself.
Yeah.
That worked real well last time.
Tidehollow
Take the
Sculler.
Mirror Crusader. I do not care about this Tidehollow Sculler. Don't untap your land. What are you doing, Josh? What's this? Oh, a Wasteland Strangler, eh?
This
Grey Ogre was +1.
is looking embarrassingly bad.
Topsy's you again. What do you take? I would take that whole Sculler.
I thought...
I would honestly let him have that one. What we get?
Well, I guess Josh thought not.
I guess.
Yeah. Thank you, Archduke Waffles, for the follow, and
that's
good
a
job in
subscribe.
getting there. Thank you for the subscription, even.
Even
That's
better.
even better. Thank you.
So, Raven's crime.
Alright.
And just get rid of one of those stupid thought monsters.
Yeah, alright, so...
Josh is playing like the one card at a turn plan because Mutavault sometimes with his deck.
Mutavault it's necessary in the deck, but man, can it be awkward.
2
So,
mana?
what's he casting?
Lennon Arbiter. Ooh, yes!
Hey, that's pretty good. I think so. So, if Josh doesn't hit a land here, a black mana source within the next few turns, Sebastian might be able to actually pull this one off.
Second Mutavault.
That's not a black mana source at all.
Block? Why? Why are you blocking? I really don't understand not blocking. So, Bontu's Last Reckoning, Fatal Push, Liliana the Veil, and Shooting Affliction. You know what Mutavault does not help you? Second, Mutavault number 2 doesn't help you do?
Cast any of those
Cast
things?
any of those cards. Unless there is exactly Urborg.
Yeah. I mean, you're taking Fatal Push here because it's the only card that Josh can even
Reasonably
come
cast.
close to casting.
At least at any reasonable point of time. If he rips an Urborg here, he is live.
That's not an Orborg.
Fact. Shrieking Affliction.
That's Shrieking Affliction.
Okay,
It's a
so yeah,
claw.
I guess if you're like only out as Urborg, you don't block, but now you do block because now Urborg doesn't matter.
You
Damn.
definitely-
I like the block.
I like the block. Yeah, that's fine.
Just not doing it.
Just don't do it. It's fine.
Well, so I guess now Urborg lets him cast Bontu's Last Reckoning and still have Fatal Push up.
Yeah. But he doesn't have a fate. Oh, yeah, he will have
If
a
he
Fatal
draws,
Push.
yeah,
Yeah,
he'll take the Fatal Push back up. It's weird. We're in a weird situation with how the game's running. Sebastian just being stuck on double Caves of Joyless with a bunch of stinkers in his hand. What we get? Land. Are we Bontus? All right. So we pick up this Fatal Push, but now we don't get to untap our cards.
That's fine though.
Yeah. Here's another Lantern Arbiter. The Lantern Arbiter gets checked next turn by the Swamp, or by a Fatal Push. Nope. Didn't see what he picked up there.
It's not a land.
Looks like it was another Fatal Push. So Josh, 12 cards. Not sure. Okay, so Liliana here probably the best play because it just answers that card cleanly. So Sebastian on Flicker Wisp, Voiceless Strangler, Eldrazi Displacer, Double Thought here.
Oh boy.
Seems good, man.
Does it?
No.
Okay. So I probably just play Liliana and Uptick here actually.
Really? You don't just get rid of the guy?
Yeah, Fatal Push.
It doesn't kill it this turn. Liliana goes to 2.
Yeah.
So it can't. So it has to. I like just getting rid of the card right now.
Okay, that's fair.
What's this? Oh, that's Brutality.
Brutality be.
There is a Brutality in his hand.
Yeah, okay.
I do not want to escalate it.
Definitely not.
Just good disfigure. Please do not duress him.
Yeah. Okay.
We're escalating. What?
Why would he discard the Fatal Push though?
I don't know. What are we escalating for?
I have to imagine it's looking for an instant sorcery. There's no reason.
But like the only instant sorcery that Sebastian plays
is Path Exile,
which is not in his deck anymore.
Yep. Okay. So he discarded that Fatal Push, which he might need.
Well, there's another one in his hand. So his Fatal Push link. Liliana left over. Getcha. Land found.
He drew it.
And now there's not Revolt, but it's another Caves of Coitless. But he has a Liliana to answer whatever Sebastian plays here. So I like playing the Wasteland Strangler first. Because I don't think, I mean, you're never using it to trigger.
Yeah.
Liliana checks it. And then Josh just has like a Fatal Push left over.
Mm-hmm.
Picked up an Inquisition of Kozilek.
Yep. This game is actually weirdly enough turning out to be a lot more like there's a lot of like
it's
back and
decently
forth.
Interesting. And my favorite part is the Shrieking Affliction that has been played for this whole game that has done nothing because Sebastian just has all these dumb thought series in his hand.
Yeah, it's never not great for him. Alright, so he did not draw a land, and I think that was a Blade Splicer, but I can't tell.
Blade Splash is real good.
Yeah.
Whoo!
That's
Flicker
a Flicker
Wisp.
Wisp, okay.
Pick up my land card. Alright. What you got, Josh?
I mean, currently looks like he doesn't have much, and I can't tell what he picked up.
I can't. It looks like it might have been another Shrieking Affliction.
Generic black card. No, that looks like a Smallpox.
Ooh, if it's a Smallpox, that's real good right now.
Smallpox might be lights out.
Eldrazi Temple's real live from Sebastian still.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, Smallpox. Get rid of a Mutavault.
So, I like floating a colorless mana here.
Yeah,
In
definitely.
response, sacrificing Mutavault, and then using the floating colorless mana to activate the other Mutavault.
Yeah. I'm not sure if Josh knows that specific to the line.
Because you don't sacrifice a swamp here.
You definitely do not. Okay.
Okay.
So, yep, this guy. Do you take up Liliana? Get rid of your other Fatal Push. Or Inquisition.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Josh didn't see the line.
Josh did not see the line, and I think that matters a lot here.
Oh, definitely. What did Sebastian find?
369.
Tidehole Scholar.
Actually, if he's only... It may actually not matter. Because the Shriek Infliction deals damage in the...
In the upkeep.
It doesn't in things of 3. But I forgot that his Sebastian's only lands were Caves of Koilos.
Okay, so there's the whole hand. And then you can get the last card with Liliana here, which I think is the right play.
No, there's no other cards in Sebastian's
No,
hand.
I mean the last card that Sebastian has, effectively,
Yeah.
in this creature. This Liliana should be minusing.
Yeah, definitely should just be minusing. and then Sebastian's on a stupid short clock.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he wants to keep it around.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. Because it means that Sebastian guaranteed can't sandbag.
Well, he can't attack because of Mutavault. Because if Tidal Killer attacks, Mutavault kills Sebastian.
Oh, yeah.
But then now Liliana just kills it.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, that's
We're all wrapped up here, boys.
good play here. So pretty easy 2-0 for Josh here.
You know what matchup seems real good?
This matchup?
Yep.
Alright, so relevantly, when we were talking, I was saying that Sebastian was going to be in Jeskai throughout the entire night. That's changed now. These things happen. So, which means it's going to be real interesting when we have the Mistwing matchup or whatever the fuck Alex is playing. And then Sebastian playing Black White Texas. Boy, on Saturday, like
Oh, we're gonna. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's just lethal. But I thought he drew like a Funeral Charm, and I thought we were gonna see the Swamp Walk to Mutavault because he drew a second creature, so Liliana wasn't lethal anymore.
I'd be excited about that. Also, I'm really sorry. I don't know what it is about Saturday, but boy, you usually have a pretty good censor about me.
Oh, you're fine, dude. It's Saturday stream.
I've cursed like 4
Whom
times.
care?
I care a lot. Alright, so, but anyways, we're gonna have Sebastian versus Alex on Random Alex deck.
Random Alex deck.
So,
So, yep. Which deck do you think Sebastian's gonna play?
Black White probably.
It's against Storm. That's it's not a good matchup. Thalia. Whatever he wants to play.
Whatever. We can work with whatever. Alright. So they're going to go ahead and figure all those things out. Let's see. What time did we start today?
I have no clue.
I think it was around 8 o'clock.
I can actually check on my Facebook page because I posted going live about when we went live about 3 hours ago.
Pushing 4 hours after this final match. After this match, do we want to call this the final match?
Sure.
There haven't been we haven't really had a huge number of there's not a huge number of people watching, and at this point we've shown 6 matches. Been a little bit of fun.
Still a GP playing.
Still a GP playing.
Streaming.
Yeah. So we'll still do this last one, have a little bit of fun, and get to see Sebastian and Alex duking out with whatever decks they choose to bring to the table.
Yep, whatever 60s and sideboards that they want.
I really hope that we just cut to it and it's just Sebastian playing this random tier 20 deck.
I hope he's playing like a Josh Worth special.
Yeah, like a Josh Worth special, and then Alex just homebrew. Cause I want to see an Alex homebrew.
What is an Alex homebrew?
I don't know.
I don't think I've ever seen one. Because Alex usually looks and he's like, man, what's deck 16?
He back in RTR standard he had some interesting brews. They were actually really
I
good.
think everyone had some interesting brews in that standard.
It's as if that standard format was interesting.
It was great.
Yeah.
Which RTR? RTR plus?
I can't remember. All
was it Innistrad RTR or Theros RTR?
All throughout RTR being. Alright, so we're just gonna have Black White Eldrazi Texas versus Storm.
Thalia or Bust?
Thalia, Thought Not, Tidehuller.
I guess there's a lot. Eldrazi Texas seems like he has a. Okay. I'm being real careful with saying this sentence, but I think Sebastian has an advantage.
So let's look at cards. Leonin Arbiter on the Arbiter Quarter combo is actually good here. Thalia's...
Notably, Alex's list on no fetches.
Yep. Okay, yeah, that's relevant. Thalia's good. Thought Not's good. Tidehuller is good. Path Exile can be good for the things. So he has some things, but honestly not that great. And then Alex, just looking at it, he has the standard Storm stuff. Sebastian will have access to out of sideboard, Grafdigger's Cage, Rest in Peace. He probably has to bring in Zealous Persecution. No,
I think you bring in Pontiff before you bring Persecution in.
Yeah. So I think that this is a matchup that could go either way, but I'm not entirely for certain.
You redeemed yourself. Yeah. By winning a matchup that I don't think you can actually ever lose.
Alright. I mean, I don't think they can actually ever lose to,
Storm is your best matchup.
Worth noting, there was a play that I think you should have actually won the final game.
In Storm?
Yeah.
Good, I'll be listening to it.
Please watch.
Definitely.
Do excuse us being slightly rude. We've been
We
slightly
have been
less.
so aggressive all day.
Yeah, I'd started trying to censor myself, but then we never really got like huge uptick of people watching. So I was like, I'm just gonna continue.
We've sat at like a clean 20 all night.
So, anyways,
There's a Pro Tour or a GP still playing.
Oh, okay.
mistakes were made.
Pretty good. Well, for like,
Also, Hanaruya is playing a tournament.
Also, by the way, Alex's sleeves
Standard
with the
line.
combination of this of the purple looks really good. I like it.
You mean Corey sleeves?
Corey sleeves. But if we look at it from Alex's side, like Alex is the one with the purple sleeves, and they look really good.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Corey was probably just looking at sleeves, going, "Yeah."
I think our team's like logo stuff is just purple because I think Corey just like really likes the color purple.
I really like purple as well, and I would honestly be using purple sleeves if it was some of that Corey took the purple.
Like we can all just use purple sleeves.
No.
There's not some rule.
So Sebastian firing off a Path Exile on the turn 2 brawl. Alex probably fine with that. Like, the thing is about this deck, Path Exile against them is very awkward because it does get rid of their discounting,
Mhm.
but you're still ramping them one.
Yep. Still helping them in the long run. There's Cat Jesus. Don't know if he's gonna have any effect this game.
He may or may not.
So Alex,
Actually, big thing.
yes, gifts on
Gifts
gift.
ungiven.
oh man, that's a good card.
I hope Alex casts gift ungiven.
There's a grape shot, so we can just kill Cat Jesus.
Is it worth it? Kill Cat Jesus.
He just
though?
kept like a land under his gifts ungiven for no reason.
Yeah, man.
Bang,
He died for
easy
our sins.
down. And you take this gifts ungiven. Why are we thinking? You already have land 5. You don't need land 6.
I was really hoping he'd cut to his hand and just the mountain.
His hand is double gifts, ritual, chivalry.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
The second Cat Jesus with a ghost quarter this time. Nope, Flicker Wisp.
Flicker Wisp, how's that feel right now?
Not great.
Yeah.
What we got, Sebastian? Do we have like a real card yet? I'll play a real card.
Brutal. I can't wait to listen to my commentary.
Thought not, Seer. All right, that's a real card.
That card is really good.
All right, do you want a gifts ungiven or a ritual? I mean, you take the red.
Sebastian has this recurring theme tonight of, let me look at your hand. Oh, just multiple of the best cards.
Multiple of the card I need. Okay, we take gifts. Okay, sure. So end of turn gifts. The normal 4.
Yeah, I see no reason to deviate from the norm here.
Yeah,
Normal
it
4.
should just be Rit, Manamorphose, Past in Flames.
Yep, and yeah, I don't.
Splinter
I don't
Twin
know.
was objectively just the most powerful thing you could be doing in the format because it was better than the majority of other decks, and the average player could do well with Splinter Twin, but not like win with Splinter Twin.
So I'm not gonna get too much into the Splinter Twin thing, but I will throw this out there. There has been multiple things that have pointed to the fact that the Splinter Twin ban was just for shakeup.
Yeah.
Because Saheeli combo was different. Splinter Twin combo was fine in Modern. Like they can say that they want to protect like the thing that you can't win consistently before turn 4, but let's be real here, it's Modern.
The Storm does not normally win before turn 4.
Really? I think you go on turn
It's very no, you can't win on turn 2. It's like impossible. It's not impossible. It's just
I don't know, I think
super
it's like-
hard.
It's very consistent winning on turn 4.
Legacy Storm.
Legacy Storm consistently wins on turns 2 to 3 and can win on turn 1.
I'm a standard thing, man. What do you want?
Understand modern?
I've tried.
So did he pick up a second? Yeah. Oh, there's 3 splice rituals.
Jeez.
So what? So instead of Pyretic Ritual, he could have just like
Wait, what?
a million Splice Rituals, right?
Don't you have 3 red mana?
It's Alex. What's going on? Why are these islands tapped?
I don't know.
So you can splice multiple arcane spells onto the same one, right? So I can play Desperate Ritual and double splice onto it.
I think so.
So I can. Okay, so yeah. So he has 3 red mana in play, not 2.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh.
What's Josh doing?
Thank you, Josh. He's putting the red sleeve down and then the storm counter down.
Thanks, Josh.
Wait, Josh, thank you, Sebastian. Sebastian,
Okay,
thank
so yeah,
you.
there's the splice make up. Because Sebastian is conceding.
Confused.
Sebastian is conceding to the Desperate Ritual double splice and the Desperate Ritual splice and the Desperate Ritual.
Yeah.
So how much is that? That's 6 mana. 6 mana brings you to 9, and then you pay 4 to bring you up to. So you go to 11, and then so you go to 12 mana.
Yeah, you have the link.
You went from 6 to 12, and then you get to flash them all back. Seems good, man.
Alex does, in fact, know how to play Counters Company very efficiently.
That's pretty light.
Huh?
That comment was said like at the beginning of this match.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't look. I wasn't looking at the
We were too
comments.
busy like talking about how medium everything is right now. Why is everything so medium?
I don't know, man. I'm feeling pretty great.
I feel good.
I'm feeling my age right now. My age is 22.
I don't know about you, but I'm not there yet. I still got 2 more months. Don't hate.
Are you not feeling 22?
Ooh. Oh, I might not say that. We might get like taken down.
Yeah, I can make like light jokes.
We
about
need to be
it.
really careful. Tay-Tay's gonna kill us.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
So I'm curious as to how Alex is gonna go ahead and sideboard for this matchup. He bring in his bolts, which is correct.
Yeah, I feel like you were about to say, which is interesting. Then you were like, nope. It's
I think
not.
you should bring in your dismembers too to get kill like thought naughties.
Thought Naughty, if you think you might bring in Eidolon.
I don't want to empty the warrens because that seems bad.
Empty Ones feels very medium.
It's trim one of your Past in Flames.
That's very reasonable. I think that, so, I think
Take
this,
the remands out.
Sebastian has a lot better chance after game 1.
Oh, definitely.
I like cutting the Noxious Rival just because I like cutting the Noxious Rival in every matchup.
I like taking the Noxious Revival and taking it out of your deck.
Yeah. I could play Noxious Revival in Storm, and Legacy Storm.
You are legally allowed to do that.
So I go like cast Tendies
Uh-huh.
for like 5.
Okay.
And then I go Noxious Revival, Brainstorm, cast Tendies.
That is a legal play. Or,
Uh-huh.
counterpoint,
Okay.
you, before you put your tendrils on a stack, you just cast Nocturne Revival, put a ritual on top of your deck, and then Brainstorm.
Okay.
It's like the same thing.
Yeah. But I can cast multiple Tendies. So,
You already do cast multiple tendies.
I had a game where like I had to like I won through turn 2 when my opponent had an Eidolon in play by like casting Tendies multiple times in a turn and all this other stuff. It was neat. Oh, it's a random dice roller. No one's ever gonna use that feature except for Alex.
Wait, did they like roll dice over the numbers?
Yeah.
I love Alex. They get mad at you calling it tendies of agony. Are you in agony for him calling it tendies?
Sorry, it's
That was easy.
it's they're tofu tendies. Like they're made out of like wheat product. I mean,
Wheat product. All right. What's gonna happen in these games? You think? Is one player gonna put some cards into play? They're not gonna matter because Storm Players is gonna win. All right, cool.
I mean,
I'm not saying you got tired.
This is how I do this, man.
no, we are definitely tired.
What we got? No, those aren't land Magic the Gathering cards. Get rid of them. You don't have another land. He's gonna play a Thalia. You're just gonna lose. Get rid of that not land card. Well, look, there it is. You lose.
I felt like Alex was about to concede.
Move to discard. Like, why did you scry that card to the top? Did you just discard your cost reducer? That's how you beat Thalia. What you gonna do, Sebastian?
He has a lightning bolt though.
Okay,
What is Thalia?
sure. Another vial, eh? All right, what you got? Oh, another cantrip there, eh?
Oh boy.
Vial's moving up. What we got?
All right. So if Sebastian draws a cat Jesus, he can put the last nail in the coffin. Is that there? We go.
Oop, ba-doop. Easy.
Alex just scooping out because at that point,
Easy. Why did he scry to the top?
oh, he was about to try and bolt it. Okay.
Yeah, no. Oh, I know. Oh, I saw him. I'll let him reach for the land.
I've never tried to like, I don't try to do that just because like, I've played so much against so much taxes and legacy that I'm just like, yeah, that's a Thalia. Yeah. Okay. I get it.
My favorite thing about Thalia is just that it's just like Thalia players don't understand how their own Thalia works half the time.
No. Well, my favorite things to do is like, I think specifically, the, what's it called? Ethersworn Canonist and Legacy, just waiting for my opponent to cast a second spell. Just looking at them and waiting.
You mean like Jessup?
Yeah. So I was playing it Jessup once. I'm not going to say which one. But anyways, so he goes,
The one that isn't on Elves because you played an Ethersworn Canonist.
yeah, so I was playing as that one. So he has Ethersworn Canonist out. He casts a Brainstorm, main phase 1. He cracks a fetch. And at this point, like, as soon as he cracks a fetch, I'm just hovering my hand above the table. And then as soon as he goes cast Ponder, I just, like, put my finger down on his Ethersworn Canonist. And he's like, yeah, you're right. Whoops.
So we're ending game 3 nice and quick here.
Yeah. Alright, there's a Thalia.
Okay. Card's
There's a
good.
Thought-Knot.
Okay. That card's also good. What else? Lands?
I see some lands.
Sweet. What you got, Alex? You have a chin rubbing situation there, eh?
Is there another one lander?
No, there's at least a mountain. Mountain, Serum Visions, land. Yeah, this hand's fine. There's a Grape Shot. Some other thing. Sebastian, not happy with the do pretty much nothing the whole game plan.
Yeah. I drank your
That's not how that works.
Alright.
So, Sebastian mulliganing on the draw.
Okay.
What do you think chances look like?
I think his chances are. I appreciate the references going on in the comment section. I think his chances are very medium.
Very medium.
Very medium.
So the same level as the level of play that we've seen all day.
Yeah, same level that I like my chicken tendies cooked.
Oh, yeah?
My vegetarian chicken tendies.
Medium rare, a little red still.
Little white still, because that's how tofu.
I
That's
don't
how
know.
like vegetarian.
Dude, I don't
tendies
know.
work.
Ghost Quarter, ya. Scry double top. Woohoo! Sebastian!
So this isn't so much a tournament as it is just kind of a showing off of different matches in Modern. We are a local, I say local, but we're a grinder group from Roanoke, and this is kind of a stream we do to show off different matchups we test, kind of give a little bit of commentary on matches without necessarily always having to be locked into needing to have a tournament to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so right now we usually do it in more of a tournament structure. Tonight we're just kind of doing it and showing off modern matches. We just came back from like a small one-day tournament, so we figured let's do this.
All right, so we have the Brawl. And, ooh, are we trying to go off? I heard the word math. Barrel. Do you have the Path to Exile to respond?
I heard the phrase "real hard math" from Alex, and that cracks me up.
All right, so yeah, we're at 3 and 1. Okay. Prowess token. Prowess token's its thumb number. That's blue mana, and we're at Storm 2... 3. Storm 3. Casting Gifts Ungiven 4. 1 red floating, Gifts Ungiven. Okay. So yeah, this is just a win turn.
Yep.
So what do you think about the turn 1 Ghost Quarter off to the Scry top?
Alright. So say you go to the bank.
Okay.
And
this is interesting. I'm liking where this is going.
The teller looks at you and it's just like, "What? How can I help you today, sir?" And you're like, "I'd like to look at my bank account balance." And she's like, "Certainly." So you're expecting I haven't got paid yet, so I have like $20 in my bank account, right?
Sure.
And so like she just looks at you and goes, "You have $12,000 in your account." And you're like, "Where did that come from?" And she's like, "Well, you just got like some winnings off of this one thing. They were just like, we just kind of decided to give you $15,000."
Just Alex is like, "Here's my car, it's a win."
But you're like, "That's not $15,000. That's where's my $15,000?" And she's like, "That's taxes, sir. Taxes were taken out." And you're like, "Fuck you! I want my money." That's not as greedy as what Sebastian did. Like getting mad at $12,000 being given to you is not as greedy as Sebastian doing that Ghost Quarter.
So like, I understand the base thought process on the Ghost Quarter. I understand why that play was made. But boy,
I feel like he did it at this point just because like I was doing commentary and he's like, "Nathaniel would appreciate this."
Yeah.
But I feel like that's also really conceited.
Oh, you think you conceded?
Huh?
You think you conceded?
Yeah.
You conceded by being a little too conceited?
Yeah.
Alright, so that's enough. No more magic, please. He didn't even have to pass in flames. He just like, "Here's all my spells.
He
Double
didn't even have
green
to
shot
pass in
you.
flames.
Take that, idiot." Like, cool deck.
I'm sorry to those at home that watch, and we usually bring a higher we usually bring a little bit higher than this.
Oh no,
like, we actually
Tuesday we're
magic.
generally very professional, but Saturday is
we want to start having another day, but the thing is we all got up early to go to this little 1-day tournament. It lasted a lot longer than we were all expecting, and then we all have had a busy week.
Also, I just think it's like a good thing to have one night where we just kind of have fun.
Did you have fun?
Dude, I had a good time in here just yelling at everyone for being terrible.
Well, that being said, I presume that Corey's listening to us. So
yeah, thanks for coming out. Everyone came off with Corey's side.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thanks for everyone coming out, and please do check in around Tuesday on 7:15, 7:30, and we'll be showing off some more matches.
Some more matches, more than likely in one of the more tournament style of it, and with a little bit more professionalism from Nathaniel and I. But again, as we said, we wanted to have some fun. But yeah, thanks for everyone for coming out, and y'all have a great night.